Hello, everybody, and welcome to Roll Together RPG and to another one of our monthly Patreon games or YouTube videos, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Josh. I will be one of the players for tonight, not the game master. And we have, as you can see around us, a plethora of awesome people who are going to be playing some awesome characters. We are playing Monster of the Week. That is the game system that we are playing. If you remember from a couple of months ago, there was a series that came out called The Other Side of the Veil, which was GM'd by Ali. And this is the continuation of that. So, players, please introduce, and Ali, please introduce yourselves and who you are in this game, what your position is, player, GM, and all that sort of stuff. Please don't all say GM, because that's just going to confuse me.
Yeah, I'm going to start and then I'm going to...
Take
Hi, everybody. I missed you, so hi again. My name is Ali. I use they, them pronouns. And I will be the keeper for tonight's story of Monster of the Week. Over to, I don't know, Lola, go on.
Hello, I am Lola, and it has also been quite some time. My pronouns are they, them, and I will be a player, and I'm playing Midge. Midge, whose pronouns are they and she, and it sometimes, depends, really. And, yeah. That's me.
Tom.
Hello.
Remind us about yourself.
Hello. It's not been a while since you've seen me. I'm the ghost in the machine here at Roll Together. Even recordings I'm not supposed to be in, I just rock up in and I'm like, good evening, as the doors kick over.
This is canonical. We have had this happen. Tom's just rocked up and we've gone, do you want to join?
Including one recording that was on my birthday. And then I was like, you've all got to let me come in. I'm a birthday boy.
I'm not sure that's a good...
if you could play the birthday card. Anyway, Tom, he, him pronouns. Returning character Plorn or Plornish Maroon. In Monsters of the Week, I'm the Flake, which just seems to make a lot of sense. And yeah, in a new world, which he's right, there were other things out there. He was right this entire time. You have to believe him. Yeah, so really excited to come back and have some hightailing adventures with Plorn and his friends.
Amazing. I should say that I am playing Xander, who is the professional playbook as well. That's what I should say. Anyway, before Ali takes over and we get into all of the awesomeness that is going to come with this game, we have a couple of sponsors and supporters that we'd like to thank. Our sponsor for tonight is Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack math rocks, including some limited edition Roll Together dice, by following all of the links that are in the description below. If you use the code Roll Together, all caps, at checkout, you can get 25% off of your purchase. We're also proud to be supported by Homie and the Dude. Homie and the Dude are a family-run TTRPG group that make lots of different TTRPG supplement books for various different systems, not just Dungeons and Dragons. They have The Wandering Tavern and Scorched Basin. You can go to their link in the description below, and if you use the code Roll Together at checkout, you can get 10% off of any purchases that you make there. Massive thank you to the D20 Club, Dice Heads, and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Roll Together HQ, because the kobolds need them goats, by following all of the links in the description down below. And I keep mentioning it, so I might as well go over it now. Speaking of the description down below, if you like what you see, please do consider liking this video, commenting down below, and subscribing to our YouTube channel, because it helps the algorithm tell us what you want. No, tells us what you want, so we know what to make more of for you. And with all of that, we're going to have a little thing come on, and then Ali's going to take over.
Welcome to this rather chill night in town. The city lies beneath, and shadow fogs and frost covers the city. Few gas lamps, some other electric ones, flicker weakly along snow-dusted cobblestone. The Thames is black ice under the moon, and chimney smoke hangs low in the air. It is a season of goodwill when the poor clutch candles in drafty tenements, the wealthy toast with brandy in far-lit parlors, and voices rise in the streets with carols of hope and salvation. But this year, something is wrong. Across the city, groups of carolers have begun to vanish. They set out with lanterns and songs, only to fall silent mid-verse. Their music cut short as through swallowed by the night itself. When searchers come, there are no bodies, no struggle, only scraps of imps sheets, frozen lanterns, and the lingering echo of voices that should not be there. The yard, whispers of kidnappers, the clergy, mutter of heresy, and the poor bar the doors at sundown. Yet the songs persist, faint at mocking, a chorus of the missing carried by the winter wind. And so you have been called. Near somewhere in London, in Victorian London, if I have to be more explicit, there is two individuals, rather would say odd-looking. If somebody would be following you, Xander and Plorn, what would they say?
As Josh tries to remember what accent he had given himself. So we are following, if somebody in the street happened to be following Plorn, Plorn is, again, for the city of London, which is always full of like cryptids and weird stories, Plorn fits in. He's very tall, gaunt, wearing a long coat and a top hat which conveniently covers the horns which are sticking out of his head, and he walks slightly hunched over. People would say, oh yes, against the cold. I would say because he has a tail strapped to his back which is, if he's not paying attention, a nasty habit of whipping out and knocking over like a candle or something. He's also now wearing a sensible thick scarf to cover the mouth. Not because his teeth are particularly jagged. He's just a normal, good, God-fearing man on the streets of London, out late at night. His eyes constantly glancing back and forth because he knows there are terrifying things in the shadows. He knows it. Fortunately, he's not one of those terrifying things. He's actually quite amenable and nice once you get to know him. But fortunately, I'm here with my very good friend Xander. It's the camera.
Huh? What? Me? Oh, yes. My voice has gone a little bit posh since being in Victorian London. I've had to adapt to the surroundings. You see what you might consider in the fantasy world an orcish-looking gentleman with the tusks that sort of protrude out from underneath. He's not green-skinned or anything. He's got the sort of orcish pointed ears with little green tips on the end of that, which is probably the most. That and the tusks are the two most defining features of him. Quite not like big, burly or anything. Quite athletic build to him, going from memory, and no hair. His hair's completely, but he does have one of those, not a top hat, because he's got one of those sort of more bowler hat type things on. So, and he's got a big long trench coat as well with his hands in his pocket and sort of covering himself up just because, he's got a lot more sort of battle scars on him than what you might expect from somebody who lives in London, because they don't run around with swords in shields and things like that in London, or at least I don't think they do. Anyway, but yeah, that's Xander. Sort of looking. I think he's grown a bit more accustomed to being here now, but it's still, especially when it's icy and misty at night in the sort of pollution-filled skies, it gets a bit eerie around here. It's like walking through the old forests at home.
Thank you both. So yes, after a few troubles trying to understand and navigate this new world, you both have almost settled down in Victorian London. There is still some things, maybe some slang that you haven't yet picked up. The ever-changing nature of this place has somehow facilitated your peculiar looking to blend into the airy atmosphere. After a while, you make acquaintance with Inspector Thaddeus Gray, a rather odd and paranoid policeman. The inspector tested your abilities in a couple of cases, maybe investigating some robberies, or maybe investigating some murderers. That's fine. Once he assessed your abilities, he introduced you to the circle of Bridget's flame. Formed in the mid 1800s, by a red frog priest and a pagan folklorist, the Circle of Bridget's Flame is an underground society dedicated to confronting forces that twist the natural balance between life and death. There is a mix of folk rituals and proto-science, believing that the old gods and new machines are two faces of the same awakening world. Your headquarters, the Heart, occupies a rather old brick building warehouse near the newly built seaside station, what is now the Battersea Power Station. Copper wirings hums with occult energy. From the power station plants and the machinery to fuel their electric lamps and scrying mirrors, you can see the chimney and the high clouds of smoke coming out of the main chimney. For you, the biggest revelation is that the membership of such group includes other rather oddly looking members. Some of them even similar to yours. If you remember, you were brought here through a magical wave of a magical giant flying jellyfish, but that's for another time. Through London, other odd-looking people has appeared or has been appearing maybe even before you arrived. Some of them, as always, they are friendly. Some of them are not so friendly. But we are in luck. A new recruit has come into the circle. Lola. As Xander and Plorn walks into the warehouse, they will meet you. What would they say?
Midge looks pretty alright. Looks like any other Londoner, to be fair. Like, I mean, they're a bit scrawny. She's a little on the small side. And, I mean, okay, the different feature, like, if you're just looking at them, like, straight up, it's probably their mismatched eyes and their scrawniness. But, yeah, I mean, you don't really see much when you look at them. But I guess if you catch a glance of their reflection, well, that's completely different. That's completely different. And probably not something you want to look too closely at. Or at least most people wouldn't. That's all.
Thank you. So you, Xander and Plorn, have been called by the inspector because he has a mission for you. As you walk inside, in the outside is rather like an old building, almost abandoned. From the inside, it's not pompous or anything, but there is a nice fireplace. There is plenty of bookshelves and books. There is more books than bookshelves. some of the tables are just piled with books. Some of the chairs has those books on top of them. Probably there is more space for books than for any other visitors in the cells. As you walk in, there is like the main hall, but you know that the inspector's office is somewhere else in the mansion. It's something that you are used to, well, in the mansion, sorry, in the warehouse, but it's something that you are used to navigate. Midge, you might have been there a couple of times, but it's rather more than you still get familiar with all the facilities, let's say, available at the heart.
Right. I think Midge is keen not to show that to anybody, that they're still kind of finding their bearings in this space. They've probably perched themselves on the arm of like a sofa or a chair and have a book in hand with various others kind of scattered around them that they're just kind of flicking through when they come in. But I think we'll know where the office is, right?
Yeah.
Well, the inspector's office is, yeah. All right.
It's just basically you, the three of you, standing alone in the hall.
I think we have the same sort of reaction that we were like, we've been standing there quietly, and then suddenly Midge, yes, very well. How are you?
Well, I'm all right.
Good. Did
you get a message? Do you know what we're supposed to be doing?
I
got to go see the governor.
Yes, the governor. We got a summons. I don't know what is the sort of like looking at you going, you obviously know kind of what's going on here, but also sort of like while it's a bit mean, I am also take what Lola said, I'm looking at this small person being like, this just seems like a normal London person. Great, okay. Yes. No, I don't know why we've been summoned, Xander.
I have absolutely no idea. Sorry, frog in my throat.
Glance about at Midge. Have you had to do this sort of thing before?
Maybe not. Don't think it's any of your business.
No.
Not a problem.
No problem. As I also sort of like look shifty and go, we also may or may have not done, trying to like lean on, I think, and then the book slip and like, yeah.
One of the books just fell.
yeah. As I try and lean on the wall and
I just stand in between you both, look at both of you, look down at both of you because I'm quite tall. Definitely haven't done anything like this before, no.
Right. And we'll scamper off towards the office.
It's obvious that Midge is walking towards the inspector's office.
Try and follow them without getting not slightly behind, and as I sort of look at Xander and like kind of give her hands like, I'm not supposed to be the one who talks to people. I'm weird, and this is in a group of people who are all supernatural, just.
As you walk through the corridors in this place, there is some other small halls. Maybe you can have a peek into the kitchen, and it seems like rather a whole universe or a whole different scene is happening in those, or different scene is happening in those rooms. You can see something that you will call like a druid, like very Celtic, running a ritual, or then you can see somebody in the kitchen just literally butchering a couple of animals, to whether you don't know whether for a casserole or for another ritual. You can find other rooms that are like more quiet and people just more scholarly, let's say, vibe, reading through their books. You are all very used to it. Maybe Midge, there's nothing weird about it, but maybe the faces are the ones that are new to you. And
Maybe
then
they are, maybe they're not. I think somewhere Midge has gotten this like a hand pie and is eating it. You have no idea where it came from.
where it came from, yes.
But like every time like she's bitten it, it comes away with far more teeth marks on it than looks right for a human mouth.
Oh my god, what is the passive perception in this game? Cool. So you walk into, door is always open, but it's always under your own risk, because the inspector could be having a cup of brandy, or the inspector could be dissecting a kind of creature in their office. It's always open. Could you rather knock, or could you rather just walk in?
I think that's up to Midge, because Midge is going first.
I think Midge has strolled in.
Okay, let's roll a die just for the sake.
Decide what's good.
It's all right. As you walk in, the inspector is very busy, but there is nothing that good, you know, either upset your tummies or your minds. He's probably just finishing a couple his brandy and going through some research that he does quite often. As you walk in, very oddly looking old man. Think of Highlander, very big beard, couple of scratches that are forming scabs, but also some scars on the face already. He is not bald, but he's getting there. Very, very, as I said, very, very big bird. You've never seen him wearing any sort of kilt, but potentially he has like that strong Scottish accent. He takes a sip of his, it's not brandy, right? It should be scotch. And then he just raises one eyebrow, look at you, continues the reading.
I think Midge props themselves up on the edge of the desk and it's like, all right, Governor, you called.
I'm not trying to butcher a Scottish accent, so I'm not going to do it. But in a very strong accent, very tight. The three of you, if you're not local, obviously, you might be struggling a little bit, but you get most of what he says. Midge, Plorn, Xander, good that you are here. Can I pour you a drink? He doesn't wait for an answer. He starts pouring 3 glasses of scotch.
Yeah, just like that. As his son just. Yeah.
Yes, we have a case. I think potentially you've heard about it going around in city or maybe in your other cases. People is disappearing. We don't know what's going on. Police, as always, he just, they are really busy with their red herrings, trying to, looking into those places that are just like, what do you think you're gonna find in them there? So I think it's up to us to investigate what's going on.
But it's so much quieter without them.
Yeah. The latest disappearance happened in Camden Town. If we think of the distance nowadays, it's kind of far, especially because you're thinking of the times, or in Victorian London. But yeah, so you are like sort of southeast, and you need to go to northwest. But anyways, the group were walking from their places. There was like a gathering point, and then they were walking towards one of the chapels in Camden Town, and then they just disappear.
all of them disappeared. Every single. How many people were there?
There were about 6 or 8. This time we have a survivor.
Oh.
Well, survivor.
Kind of terrifying with the quote.
No, I see. There is no such thing as an attack, right? So more of a lucky victim or a lucky one.
Just deciding not to go around singing then.
Were they singing at the time they were heading to the chapel? Was that what they were doing? They were singing their songs. So could be a creature that hates music or just generally hates Christianity. It's a possibility.
Many possibilities, but that's not my job to answer.
Unlike in world, he's like, yeah.
If I had the answers.
It could also be a werewolf. What were you doing?
Well, what does the survivor say?
I don't have that information. It was one kid from around town.
And the kid, is he in police custody or is he hiding in a, like, if we head there, are we gonna beat the police if we head there now, do you think?
Well, you might know at this point that we are never the police.
No.
I am, but you are never.
Just a figure like, hey, Plorn, remember, you're not the cops. Oh yeah.
I think it could be tricky try to talk to the kid, but you can try to get through the parents.
I mean,
As far as I
I'm
know,
good
he
with
was being
kids.
checked, or he was kept at the orphanage, just for the doctor at the orphanage to look at him.
What kind of fancy orphanage is that?
The one and only the only one in town with a doctor.
Okay. There wasn't any blood or anything at the scene to sort of represent that they may have been taken, put into horse and cart, and sort of ferried off elsewhere.
Any evidence that would have been on the place could have been taken by the local police.
Right. Okay. How do you want us to approach this then? As private investigators looking into it for the family members, or just sneak around in the shadows and try and find out that way? I'm not particularly good at sneaking.
The public is already very afraid of the situation, so I think being discreet is of the essence. So we don't, because obviously if we come across like, oh, we are investigating this, but we are not the police, they might just get more alerted, or like might rise some more suspicions and rumors, and we don't want that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Sneaky then, I guess. Try not to make too much of a fuss. Yeah, okay. I think we can do that. Hopefully. So yes, maybe we do go try and get into this orphanage and talk to this survivor.
Yes. It's up to you. If you need any kind of equipment, this place is limited on resources, but anything that you can, everything that is not being used by someone, you can take care.
Thank you, sir. Does awkwardly turn to make off, and then it's like, then look at the other two, go, oh, they may also have other questions. As I sort of pivot in the doorway slightly and slightly stand behind Xander.
So, have you got anything else, Midge? Wait a minute. I'm just going to poke the mute button on the top of your head.
No, which is just...
Nice. What was the kid's name?
Oh, there we go.
Oh. Are you asking to the inspector?
Yes, yeah.
Otherwise, we're just going to break into an orphanage and go, "Did you see him crying?"
David.
David.
Yeah, David is the name of the kid.
Right. Well, I guess you. Oh, David, what? Do we know where his parents are?
That might be with him at the orphanage.
Right. Well, you lot, you can speak to the parents. I'll speak to David's.
That's probably a. Again, as I'm like slightly fumble over my slightly pointy tongue. Yes, I think we can give that a go. We can talk to the parents. Yes. It's the skulking out again. Just like-
So we're splitting up. We're splitting down our group already.
Are we?
No,
we're going to the orphanage.
Yes, then work out if David's parents are there. I think, as Midge said, Midge can talk to David and we can... Okay, Xander, let's try and work out our cover story now. What are we representing? We're not the police. Are we the church? Are we concerned local citizens? Are we the Bow Street Runners? You know, what are we...
Private
You know
investigators.
the Bow Street Runners are the same as the police, right?
I sort of turn back and go, yes, but sometimes people don't pick up on that and they get confused. But we can work with that. Look back and
I
I'm
guess
like,
we just look. We could just be another group that is planning to do some singing, but has been hearing bad things. So we wanted to find out.
right, we're a concerned caroling group then. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not singing though.
No, we.
I hope you're good at it.
Shifts.
It depends.
And also very funny about being like having only been in a world for a few months and then being like, yes, sing us a traditional song. And then when I've done that, like, what's Bahamut? What do you what is okay, yes, we are concerned carolers who don't want to get nabbed. Makes sense? Yes. Very unconvinced, but also being like, this world is big and confusing and loud.
Do we know anything else about their group? I guess, like maybe one of you could have known one of the people in the group.
One of the missing people. That's
Yeah.
I think we haven't quite left the room as we turn back to the governor and be like, do you have a list of the missing people? I'm terrified.
There isn't very good at keeping
Just
names.
a little bit, just like...
Yeah.
I think in the past, he's told you before, like, if you want me to do the investigation, I will be out doing the investigation.
Again, I'm picturing this terrifying Scots man who's just like, and I'm like, nope, he's mad. I think with that, Plorn takes the eyebrow as the first warning, and then it's just like, right, okay, we pushed it. Okay, yeah, well, sorry, Chief, we'll look, we'll ask, we'll do the job. We'll do the job. All right, I think I'm already setting off down the corridor a little bit like, fire under my butt, being like, I'm not going to go too far. I'm probably just going to go and hide behind a bookcase for a bit and calm down. So I'm scared of him. He's terrifying.
I'm gonna go follow. I'm gonna go follow over there with Plorn. Midge, when you're ready, come join us and we'll get going together.
I'm just following you. Very confused as to why you're scampering off away from him, and then. Yeah.
People who is around, there is not that many, but the people that is around the heart, they just like giving you the eye, like they still doing the rituals, and we're just like, what are they doing?
We're making a fuss, and that's just not on.
You're making the fuss here, so you don't make the fuss out.
Yeah. I think, again, retroactively, there have been a good number of times that me and Xander have turned up places having not prepared to cover a story and both gone, I'm from the...
we are the Queen's Guard. Yes.
Yes. I know Victoria. Shit.
Or probably giving another name from the other realm or something. Yes.
I represent the Sealy. What's that? Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Right. So you tell me what you're gonna do.
Gonna head to the orphanage. Or at
yeah.
least, we'll probably take a look at Plorn hiding behind what, a sofa or a bookshelf?
I think slightly behind a bookshelf, and then when you see him, he's sort of like trying to sort of like nonchalantly be like, "Oh, I'm looking at a book," and then sort of sees you, puts it back, goes, "He's scary."
No, he's
From
not.
all the things I've seen, something about that man terrifies me.
Oh, you know he's seen things.
Yeah. Again, sort of like to just especially also the jobs that he sent us out on, where he's just been like, and I think honestly it is that feeling of like he could handle this, but he just it's very cold.
It's the eyes. He looks rather dead behind the eyes.
And not in a sort of normal London way. Sorry, I know that's probably not the best first impression. I am capable, he says with question marks all the way behind. So, yes. So we go to the orphanage and we are concerned carolers, and Midge will talk to David and we will distract the parents.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we are part of the Caroline Union. Unions are a thing in the 1800s, weren't they?
Yes, but I mean, we'll kind of get crushed. But sure, we're part of the union, and if they don't have a union, they're going to have one, and we're going to make sure everyone gets hot cocoa.
Relatively new.
In this universe, we're gonna take some creative license to be wrong in the dates. So please don't make us accountable for any mistake or inconsistencies with what is clearly not this universe. If nowadays someone would like to go from where we are to Camden, you probably will have to cross through Chelsea Bridge, but it's not built yet. So you will have to make your way all the way to the Parliament. So you cross through Westminster Bridge. The night is very cold. There is alarmingly not so much people in town. Sorry, outside in town. You could almost smell the fear of people to going out. As you get closer and closer to London, the center of London, there is probably more people on the street. Probably more people more wealthy kind of thing, and they seem rather not caring about this kind of stuff. They almost think that, yeah, those was poor people problems or etc. Probably is Jack killing them all. It's not gonna be part of our problems. And they just continue with the Christmas shopping or whatever they do back in those times. It's gonna take you a good 2 hours kind of thing to walk all the way down. We could fast forward, or if you want to, chat among yourself, that is also fine.
So, Midge, I've seen you around a few times, but don't actually know that much about you. Where exactly are you from?
Why do you want to know?
Just wondering if it's anywhere like where myself and Plorn are from. We're not originally from around this area. Not so many high buildings where we're from. Lots of trees and things. and jellyfish. Just wondering where exactly you might be from and how you got here.
I walked.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. We swam. Well, we got dropped into a big hole and swam.
And then
Anyway.
ended up in the Thames, which I don't recommend. It was
Yeah, that water is full of shit.
Yeah.
not
And body.
sagely. and
And
bodies, yeah.
corpses.
Yeah.
I've heard that if it carries on going as it is in the next 200 odd years, you might start getting like weird extra body parts growing if you're in it.
Let's, as I slightly adjust my coat at the back, let's hope that doesn't happen. Hey, no. So yes, we're not from around here. It's very loud, very bright as well.
And smelly. Very, very smelly.
Though,
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
I'm used to much more open spaces and fresher air and all of this smog, I think I've heard them call it. It gets right up your nose and it...
The taste of progress, as they like to say.
The taste of death, more like it.
But death for people that don't matter. And that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Never true word spoken.
As you walk all the way to Candem, you pass by the Big Ben. Was the Big Ben there? Let's assume that it was.
In this version, yeah.
I'm not going to check Google.
I will, I'm on it, because I was looking when the fire of London was to see if that was affecting anything.
That was 1666. So
Yeah.
we're around like the 1890s, 900.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Then why aren't we
Yeah.
taking the underground?
Because we're poor.
1843 Big Ben was built.
Yes, it is.
If you're okay, Alec, I think this is the point where Midge is like, yeah, why are we walking?
I mean, I know it's only steam trains. It's a bit grotty down there too, but I don't know why we're walking.
No, I don't like being down especially when they stop in the tunnels and things and it gets dark. I'm not too keen, and all the smoke is all in one place. But I don't. But if you all want to travel that way, then we can go that way. It's quicker.
I mean, it will get us there quicker.
If we're supposed to beat the police there, it's probably better that we did go on the underground. To be fair.
Starts checking coat pockets for change.
Are you gonna take the underground?
Yeah, if we could.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if we did walk past anyone on the
On straight.
wealthier side, were there any was there any change that could have been acquired?
I like that question. Absolutely. So,
As
I
you
would say this is an act under pressure. Unless you want to use other means like magic or.
I mean,
So you tell me, is this a physical thing that you want to do, or more like pickpocketing?
you know what? Let's use some magic.
Let's. I like it.
Let's use a little bit of magic.
First roll of the game.
You see two ladies in front of a sort of window looking inside to maybe it's like a bakery or like chocolate kind of things. It's sweets inside. You don't really can see what's inside, but they are two of them. They look wealthy. Whether there is a chaperone or somebody else around, you cannot see at this point. But they are something that you will say distracted.
Me not being very Okay. So, can I perhaps use magic to, to increase that distraction, as it were, to make it absolutely riveting, almost as if the scent of the baked goods is, when it comes out fresh from the oven and you
Yes.
smell the slightly burnt sugars and the cinnamon smell on buns, and it's almost floating out. It's almost like they're absolutely riveted to it. I just want to increase that smell so that that's the only thing they can pay attention
Good.
to.
So that is just a small magic. So please roll me your 2d6 plus weird.
That is a 6 and a 4 plus 2. So that's a 12.
That is great. So that's an advance. So the keeper will give you some added benefit.
Ooh.
As
I need to mark down that.
You really enhanced the sense of Christmas for these two women. And they're like, oh, gingerbread.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
So
almost
as-
like you can taste it already.
they are hypnotized by the smell of gingerbread, and almost like they just noticed this amazing replica of the Buckingham Palace made out of gingerbread. The smell of ginger and the sugar that you said, it just Christmas in front of them. Like they even remember some of the memories from their childhood. They look at each other. There is only the two of them and the gingerbread in this moment in time. You could throw them to the Thames. They will not notice. So with this hypnotized moment, what are you gonna do?
I think Midge strolls up casually behind them and just palms a purse and continues walking on to the thing, but probably, I mean, they wouldn't notice because they're far too hypnotized, but you sort of catch Midge and the reflection between them on the wall, just as a little bit more horny, a little bit more hunched, and a lot more toothy.
They are so embarrassed with this ginger house replica of the Buckingham Palace. If the subconscious saw that image that you just described, they will have nightmares about it without knowing where it came from. Thank you very much, Mint. Now you have more than needed, way more than needed to get into Camden Town. So it's gonna be an adventure to go to the underground. Xander and Plorn are not especially inconspicuous, so there's gonna be people looking at you the whole time. Even some mothers grabbing the children and probably walking away to other seats. But it's fine. The police have seen you before. It's not that you have like a free all of your car, but there is bigger things to worry about in the city than just these two odd looking. That rumor said you have it good with the inspector. Obviously, there is many inspectors, but let's just move on with our lives.
You lot need to get a lot better at glamour.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm really bad at it. So I pull my bowl hat down, which hasn't got a very wide brim, so it rests just on the bridge of my nose. So the entire lower part of my jaw, the part that I want to hide, is fully on display.
I'm really sopping up. I'm trying my best. And I try and pose it. Also noting that you use the term glamoring. I'm like, okay, that's That's like one of our words. Interesting.
As you start walking out in Camden Town or Chalk Farm Station, whichever works, a kid just look to the three of you, and there is this wobbly, almost like a serpent movement in Plorn's coat, and a little bit of your tail just sneaks peeks, and almost like if your tail were like alive, looks at the kid, realizes he's been seen, and hides back. You made it into without no effects from that use magic. I love that. Great. So from here, I'm not sure if there was any orphanage in Camden Town, but
in this version, yes. Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know that, let's say, left side or left exit will take you to the chapel that where they were going towards to sing, or right exit will take you towards the orphanage.
What are we thinking? I mean, if we could lose clues, whichever one we choose. I mean, the police are probably tidying up by the chapel, but we could lose David if we don't go to the orphanage.
I say go to the orphanage, speak to David, and then we can, by the time we've done with that, and circle back towards where the incident happened. The old Bob, as they're called, might have gone. Plod. Is it Bob or Plod?
Look slowly to Midge.
Sorry, who? What?
What we call the police? Plod or Bob, or as you said, Bow Street Runners earlier. What's the term?
Why does it matter?
Nods. It doesn't really. Yeah. Okay. Let's.
I suppose not.
One
No.
of the bobbies, I guess.
Bobbies. That's it. Hey, that's what you think of. Sorry, we're just trying to fit.
Fit in.
Yeah.
Right.
We're doing a good job. Turn to Xander. We're doing a good job. Just the utter terror in my eyes.
Hand on your shoulders, wide-eyed. I know.
Right. Yes. Let's go to the orphanage.
Okay.
Walks away. It's this way. Just yeah.
You walk towards the orphanage, and insert here average orphanage building. Maybe it's not.
Can't be average. It's got to be fucking rich because it's got a
Because
doctor.
they have a doctor. Yes. It's a little bit cleaner than the others. They have guards somewhere here and there. There's been an interest of protecting kids because whatever the reason. There is no such like walls, but there is a couple of like metal fences here and there just to stop people from coming in. There is a big door that at this point, or like gates that at this point are still open, although it's getting late, so at some point they will get close. You can see one of those guards just like going around and around the place, and I'm not sure. I don't think you've been here before to know whether there's like a back exit or anyone from the inside.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I tend to stay away from children because they run away screaming from me.
Well, hopefully that's not going to be too much of a problem. What are we thinking? Go in through the front, or do we try and climb in through the back? It's actually, can I make a roll to sort of see if it looks like there is a back route?
Yes. So that is going to be an investigation roll. Well, is it? Read a situation kind of thing. So roll me sharp.
Nice. So rolling, that's so 8 and 2, so that's 10.
Great. So you have 3 holds, meaning you can ask me any question. So each hold is going to give you one question. You can ask me what's the best way in, the best way out. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Yes, that's actually, I think those 2 questions are quite important. So, what's the best way in, and then what's the best way out?
On a quick inspection and sort of trying to get familiar with buildings, like average or like common structure buildings in this new world, you know that probably the best way in is towards like whether the back side, and that will be also the best way in. However, the back of the orphanage leads to a more crowded area in terms of houses. So you need to be really careful in terms of nobody seeing you. So probably it's the best way to get in terms of physics, but you need to be aware of people not looking at you from those houses. The front end is more like a commercial side, and so there is less houses, but it's more guarded.
Okay. And I suppose, because I've got a third question, does it look like looking, where do I think a doctor's office would be? not necessarily going, there's a skeleton in that window. But, yeah.
All right. As much as you can see from where you are, we have the main door, the main entrance of the building, like one big hall on the left, probably that's for events. It seems right now like semi-lit, so there's nothing going on there. And then on the right, you can see small windows, like small rooms, potentially for classes or potentially for like more instructive activities. Second floor, you see one office that is lit, quite like people there working or doing some stuff. You see other rooms with really small windows, probably is where kids' rooms are, semi-lit. So one light here and there. At this time of the day, people or kids might be getting ready to go to bed or having supper or dinner, and then potentially in the same corridor where that office lit is where other fancy offices might be. So doctor or infirmary place.
Sort of point. I think doctor's office is up there. So, I mean, we could just try walking in. I mean, or we could try splitting the party if one of us feels like they want to climb in through a back window.
Being stealthy is not my particular thing. I'm more than welcome to help cause a distraction at the front door while others sneak in if you'd like.
I mean, I'm also happy to make a distraction. Midge, what are you feeling?
I think it needs to be too much of a distraction. Is there like a biggish window, but definitely no lights, no candles or anything?
Yeah, so opposite to where second floor, on the left side, we have somewhere that we're gonna assume the rooms are the dormitories, and opposite side, might be some sort of warehouse, toilets, showers, so all of like more things that are sporadically used.
Okay. Right. And is there... Well, probably not any fire exits. Is there like a way to get around the side of the building, or is it terraced?
I will have to ask you to read another read bad situation. So that is sharp.
Okay. Oh, that was cocked. Ooh. Okay. Well, that's pretty shit. That's a 2 and a 2 and a 5.
Good. So, whichever way to get into the mainland you choose, once you are next to the building, there is a couple of those huge ivy walls, right? So there might be some structure that the ivy is holding into. And it looks unsafe. There is a fire exit. I don't think fire exit is a thing at this point. So it looks very, very unsafe. Like somebody said, you know what? Why did we put like for whatever happens, we're gonna put slide stair here. But yeah, it looks very, I mean, you look at Xander and you go, it's not gonna hold. Xander.
Right, but would it hold
A
Midge,
small
maybe?
individual, maybe.
Yeah. Right. Well, ugh. I guess that's my best option. Oh, it's gone badly.
And we could run distraction for you. We can.
Well, you could just go in the front.
That was the plan. Go in the front and ask questions, and we might even be able to get access to David. That's a point. We should have a signal. If we go to perform a distraction at the front, if it doesn't work, then we can signal for you to sneak in rather than doing it all at the same time, and then we end up speaking to him and you get caught upstairs.
Okay. What signal do you want? Have you been working on your bird noises?
It's difficult to get the full whistle through the teeth and things. Actually, no, that would make it easier because I have a few gaps in my teeth, so I can do that sort of whistle through my teeth. But it's going to be a high pitched one. It's going to be a bit odd doing that in the middle of a conversation, though.
I don't know. London, they're a weird bunch. or if we're a bunch of carolers, if you start singing, which is a very unlikely thing for you to do, if you start demonstrating a song, then Midge
Maybe
knows.
you should just sing in front of them.
We could sing in front of them. Do you know any of these festive songs that they sing?
Pauses, flashes back to basically seeing him like running along a rooftop being chased by a monster, where you just hear, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." He's like, "Yeah, I think I've got some of them."
Okay, so
Yeah.
if we Midge, if you start hearing some absolutely awful singing, then that's your signal to sneak in.
Okay.
You get
So
caught
the
by
singing is the
whatever
time.
it is. If
Yeah.
you get caught by whatever it is, then we'll have solved the mystery, wouldn't we?
That's a good point. If it is attracted to singing, then we kind of bring it down on a room
just
full
wanna
of
make-
orphans.
I just want to make one thing perfectly clear before we do any of this.
Leans in. Yeah.
What we do, what the sounds that come out of our mouths when we do the carol is definitely not singing. Screeching, maybe, but definitely not singing.
Remember that we are a theater of the mind.
Plorn looks slightly shifty because he's been going to like the music hall a lot and then just been sitting there and being like, fascinating.
You can see how Plorn is dying.
Yeah.
That's singing.
Just seriously just been like, I could just join a carol group. That would be a perfect disguise. Like, no one needs to hear you sing, little demon man.
That could just be the distraction, actually, so we could just be singing.
Well, we just turn up and start caroling for the orphans.
Yes. For some reason,
They're
I'm
not
putting
gonna
myself.
give you any money, so
no.
you wouldn't catch. No, just
We'll go talk.
Just
We'll go.
say that you knew someone from the other carol group. You're another carol group, and you wanted to, I don't know, talk to David's parents?
Yes. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Okay.
Yes, I push Plorn in front of me to do the speaking.
Plorn is dressed like a carol singer because he's wearing a scarf, a top hat, and a long coat. He's like, yeah.
There is 2 guards in front of the main gate. They don't look very proficient, but
Walk up. Good evening, gentlemen. We were hoping to... a friend of ours, a young David, has been brought in to be examined by your doctor. We are friends of some of the other carol singers. We were hoping to see that he's well and inquire about his general health.
No, wait, sorry.
No, no, my friend, not now.
Sorry.
As you see, we are carol singers.
I love the festive season, and I want to share my love of it with all of you.
We love the baby Jesus.
Whoever that was, yes.
Nod sagely.
excuse me. What the fuck are you doing here?
Wow, David. We're trying to find David. Yay, hi. Little hat. Plorn aware that he does not know what the child looks like, but is assuming that if it's winter, a child wearing a hat is not a bad shout.
They look at each other they don't know what's going on. And I think by default, there's it's almost time for closing, so no more visits.
Oh, we'll be very quick. We just want to make sure that the boy's okay.
Yeah, you don't know the amount of time that weirdos come just with that same excuse.
Plorn very quietly goes, worrying. Oh, well, that's a real shame.
I lean into Plorn's ear and I go, I mean, they used to let us do this all the time in the Fae orphanages.
Yeah, but then I think because they have different rules and magic. Anyway, that's
Plorn remembers a couple of times where Plorn stole a couple of kids.
We cut to Plorn in a tavern. I don't know which one of these are possessed, but they're all very hungry. They had 4 bowls of stew each. I'm really running
You fed them after midnight. That's the problem.
Just tiny,
I'm
goblin.
getting my holidays mixed up.
No, it's this holiday. It's, tiny little goblin boy being like, oh, yeah, sure, I'm a vampire. More stew, please. Oh, my God. For being, terrified and, a conspiracy theorist, very easy to trick. And I'm like, yeah, of course you're a vampire. I'll give you stew. Right. The problem being is that I would be tempted to be like, oh, let's bribe them. But the issue is now we put it on the table, strange men turning up to an orphanage. If I was like, I hear what you're saying. How about this shiny pound note? Yeah, I think Plorn's like, oh, that's, well, I hope that he remains in good health and we will possibly catch him at the next choir concert that we're working on. Paul looks to Xander in terrified eyes, like I don't know the culture here. I've heard singing back in their world.
They look very concerned. One of them just steps back and starts closing the gates.
Oh no. Oh dear.
We wish you
a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry
Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
We haven't even got to the front door yet.
No, I know what this is all happening.
I feel like this is gonna be you tell me, act under pressure or manipulate someone.
Definitely an act under pressure from me.
Okay, I tell you what. You do act under pressure. I'll do manipulate someone, just so we do different things. I think there's nothing more manipulative than panic singing songs really quietly and under your breath. Nothing more convincing.
But both of you are singing, right? So yes.
Yes.
Roll me cool for Xander, charm for Plorn.
Turns out my cool's actually quite high. Oh. Oh. What? What'd you get there, Plorn?
You know how the dice tell a story, and it's sometimes not the story you're trying to tell. As you roll 2 6s to give a 13, there's nothing. I would say suddenly the most beatific, angelic voice pours out of Plorn to his utter bafflement and sings backing vocals for his. It seems he knows a lot of carols.
I rolled a mixed success, it's saying here. I rolled a 2 and a 4 plus 2 for 8.
Great. Okay. No, that is good. This is what's gonna happen because and you got a 13, right?
I got a 13.
Okay. Xander, as you see that this one of the guards are trying to close the gate, you put your body, so to say, like as you see that you're trying to disguise the movement with a little like. This is the best position for me to sing, but the gate is very heavy, so you're gonna take just 1 harm as the gate either passes through on top of your feet or it hits you.
Ow! My shin!
But that ow just give you that high note to start the singing. It's almost like the whistle tone, and then Plorn goes and sings like angel voice. Plorn, do you want to sing in any other language that your character may or may not know?
I think that's the funny thing that he's
not demon.
He accidentally like drops into Infernal at one point, and it just is like, and again it's like it's very rarely, but also it's like holy night, and then he's like, nope, that's wrong, and then switches back to just. To the these poor guards, they're just trying to do their job. They're just trying to protect these children and these two weirdos.
It is an outstanding performance from both of you. Midge, you are a little bit confused because the scene is out of a comedy show, but the guards are as well a bit like jumping into it. They know that the singing is being a sign of bad luck lately, but still it happens that these 2 individuals love Christmas, and they're not gonna let Christmas spirit die. So they start singing with Plorn and they harmonize. They are very distracted. At this point, a couple of things happened. Midge, you see how, out of nowhere, a little bit of mist start covering maybe one corner, one alley, a little bit far from you, but taking notice or a little bit of directions. It comes from the direction of the chapel, or where the opposite side where you, chapel and orphanage are opposite sides. The second thing is that it seems like you are now in the good books of the guards. So the guards are going to do whatever you tell them to do. This is not a dominate person spell, but
I'm just loving the fact they were like, but these 2 gents love Christmas and we can't ruin that for them, even though it's dangerous out here.
Is the mist, does it appear to be taking form or like crawling towards them, or it's just kind of appearing casually?
Kind of appearing, in London it's quite normal.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
And like, I think whilst they were doing that, I was probably halfway up the wall and trying to go over it, like, because.
So as you are trying to, it was quite easy to jump into the first fence. Now this one, so you're using the stair or you're using the ivy?
I don't know, maybe the ivy. They all look really bad. They all look like terrible options.
Well, to be fair,
Really.
both were the wrong option because your roll was
Yeah,
so
I know.
terrible.
I know.
You start going on. The ivy it was just clinging into the wall. So it starts falling. As you try to reach something else, roll me act under pressure, please.
Okay. That's cool. That would be a 7. So
Seven.
I think is that a mixed success in this case? I have to go back to my.
Yes, I'm gonna give
Yeah.
you yes.
Oh, but I don't know if. Hang on, let me just double check. Is it? Yeah, okay. However, because I successfully used magic earlier, I have a +1 that I can take forward. So I've made an 8, but I don't think that makes much difference.
That's still.
Yeah,
yes.
so I won't bother. I won't bother actually because I'd need it to be a 10. Oh well.
As you try to hold on the stuff, you try to cling into the ladder or the stairs. The ladder. It's a little bit oxidized, so you cut your hand. You take one harm, but quite nimbly you make your way on top of the stair. The stair leads you to. It's supposed to be closed. This window, this entrance, but come on, it's Victorian England, so. Somebody forgot to close it. Oh, maybe they don't have money for the padlock. You are inside the building. Warmer than outside, but still chill. You are maybe in a service cupboard, so there is a couple of
A service cupboard
brushes.
out the window.
Brushes or something else like cleaning products, stuff like that. It smells like chemicals, maybe not really healthy, but then again, Victorian times. You are in.
We'll lick the hand. And we'll have a listen out and peek out of the cupboard.
Mm-hmm. It's locked.
Can I unlock it then?
Please.
But can I listen to see if I hear anything around before
Yes.
I go ahead and unlock?
Nothing appears to be happening outside. Maybe you hear a couple of pipes running, just very old building. Well, not old building, but like those noises that houses do at night. But nothing. You try to peek, maybe underneath the door. No lights at all.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm gonna try and unlock the door.
Roll how? Nimbly, magic, brutally.
Magic, I guess.
Please.
So I'm attempting to open this by. Is there a keyhole on this side?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think what I'm attempting to do. I don't know if this is.
As it doesn't seem like there is any. So probably there is locked on the other side. More like it.
So not on this side.
Yeah, it's on the other side. Yeah, because you are inside.
Yeah. So right. I think what Midge is trying to do is probably just manipulate the tumblers or the switch on the inside to get it to click round. That is an 8.
That is an 8. Good. So you open. Let me see. I like it. I like it. Your spell works, but you're gonna carry that -1 for later. It's not a -1. We're gonna carry that for later. As you notice, sometimes when that bad luck is gonna happen to you, you have that sense of, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Okay, so I have a wait. So I have a -1 canceling.
I'm
out
gonna
the
carry
plus
the,
5
the, the
forward.
consequence for later.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
You just hear the click and clank of the lock opening and falling onto the floor. Door almost like opens automatically for you.
Mhm.
It is a long corridor with other small doors on the sides. They have different signs on the doors, other service cupboards, toilets, showers, different like small multi-use spaces, but really, really small. And at the end of the corridor, a door and a small window or like small glass, small crystal. You see fainted light. From what you reckon from the outside, that will take you to the main corridor, where the main office could be, and potentially other small offices along that same corridor.
Yeah, but what I'm looking for is the dorms. So I want to get to the other side of the other side of the building, right?
Remind me, why are we looking for the dorms?
To find David. Oh,
David,
was he being in the infirmary?
yeah, David is not an orphan. So he's
Yeah.
that we know. That we are aware
Oh,
of.
okay.
That we are aware of.
Right. Okay.
You're gonna steal it, Plorn. It's gonna be a fake child. You're gonna leave a doppelganger.
The inspector is just like, what have you done? What's this? I was like, I found a child. He's like,
Another one. Great. So yeah, you are in front of this door. This door is not locked. You have those options between, if you would open the door, to the left you have the main office, to the right other offices, you would assume, and just across you there would be the dorms. You can hear at this point noises of kids running around, but sort of quiet, like they know that it's almost bedtime. No adult voices at this point.
Okay. And sorry, that was my ear to the door of the infirmary?
So if you don't know where the infirmary is, you assume that is somewhere
Okay.
around, but outside this door. Yeah.
Right, okay. If I put my ear to the door of the how would I guess, can I investigate? I don't know if does investigating a mystery really count here? I'm just trying to look for
where is the infirmary?
yeah, or is it like read a bad situation type thing?
Probably it's gonna be a more in a bad situation. Yes.
Yeah.
Or yes.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of being like, ugh. Yeah, I didn't think about this, and is gonna probably put their ear to like different doors to try to be like, okay, well, and have a sniff, see if there's anything that smells kind of medical anywhere. I'm rolling consistently. That's an 8. At least it was a success.
Right. So you have one hold,
Mhm.
and you can make me one question.
Okay. I mean, I can ask a question that isn't one of these. It's like, which way to the infirmary? My
You
best
can
way
try.
to the
Let's see. Yes.
What's the best way to the infirmary?
What's the best way to the infirmary? So, given all the information that I have given you, it obviously has to be a little bit of sneak out of this room, not to be noticed by other people in the offices, and then make your way all the way down to the corridor, assuming that there's gonna be a sign very clear that infirmary.
Okay.
Yes.
Guess I'm gonna have to do that then.
Meanwhile, how long is gonna be your carol?
And a happy new year.
As you finish, the one that was sort of closing the door was like the more surprised one was just like, what just happened? He stopped closing. He sort of like apologized for hitting you. I'm sorry, my friend. Like, it's just that, weird thing happened, and then come on, just look at you. You don't expect us just to let you go through. And the other one is just like, but where did you learn to sing like that? Oh my God. It reminds me so much of my dead grandmother.
Oh, yes. From the old country.
She smoked a lot, so she has like this terrible voice.
Yes, that's that does give it extra timbre. She sounds like a fine woman. So like, I'm trying to do. Look, Xander, if you want to sneak in while everyone's looking at the weird little demon man, here's your chance.
The one that is now very friendly to you is like, we have a kid inside, part of the carolers. It's terrible what's happened to them.
Yes. We heard, but the rest disappeared. What, my friend? What do you know? What did you see?
We don't know yet. Like, the kid came in. Well, they took it into here because, I mean, the hospitals are crowded this time, so they were like, take it to the orphanage. A couple of policemen came with him. Time after the parents arrived. I don't know what they asking them, but the kid was, as he walked to us, they were trying to make some questions, but it seems more like he couldn't speak at all. He was not hurt. He was just voiceless.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Just above, I've got a thing that lets me know if people are lying to me. I assume this seems true.
It's true. It's very.
I was just gonna, you're like, no, just tell you a story in the cold. Voiceless. Well, I've heard that sometimes a terrible scare can steal the voice from a person. What's the doctor like here? Do you think he'll be able to help this young tot?
That's a good question for the keeper. Let me find. Where is she?
Just, it's again like the guy's like, wait, hold on, let me think. You've put me a puzzler there. Are they good at doctoring?
Yes. Dr. Vivian is great with this kind of thing. She has like, I mean, don't get me wrong, but I don't think she's actually a doctor.
Oh,
I think she's a farmer, but she just cures everything with potatoes. Crazy, isn't it? The other day, like, I had like a broken tooth, and she just gave me like a gum made of potato. Fixed it.
Plorn is a conspiracy theorist, so his mind is suddenly spiraling like, oh my God, the potato farmers. But like internally, he's like, and externally, he's like, fascinating. The healing power of potatoes. I haven't heard of such wonders, but so Dr. Vivian, has she been long with this fine establishment?
Laugh at the boy, fine. Yes, she basically volunteers. She loves it here. I don't know. I don't remember when she arrived with us. She came from the countryside, and she was sent by someone, like, or recommended by someone, and obviously everything free, we're gonna say yes by all means. We never had any complaint from the kids or any of the visiting potential parents. I mean, we don't have many potential visiting parents, but all those wealthy people seems to get along with her.
The temptation to loudly go, I wish to adopt a child. Let me in. Okay, so just sort of. So she hasn't been here long, and the disappearance of the Cowlers is also relatively recent. The people have been going missing.
No, she's been here for longer than
Yeah. Okay, so it's almost like we cut away to Plorn looking at the conspiracy board and then just taking it down and going, it's not that. But healing potatoes is interesting. Oh, fascinating. Well, if she is as good as you say, then hopefully David is in safe hands. Did David's parents arrive earlier? You know, it was a while ago. Why is he still here then?
Out of my pay grade. Like, honest, maybe Dr. Vivian. Maybe you should talk to Dr. Vivian.
Yes, that would be, if that's all right. I'd be very.
The other guy is just like, okay, sorry. Later, maybe when she finishes.
Oh,
she doesn't live here. She finishes and goes home.
Oh, well, you were talking about closing up. How long until you shut the gates?
They look to their unexisting watch.
They've got lovely wristwatches. It's good working on an orphanage.
She leaves once. They call for dinner, and then she leaves. She never stays for dinner.
And how long is that? When is it? Must be looking at the cloudy London sky.
Soon. That's gonna be soon. Yeah.
I look at the sky, look down, and I go soon. Soon. Oh well. Yes. Then that would be Mavis. If she, does she seem the sort who is she amenable? Does she seem the sort who would want to talk to people?
She's very approachable.
Oh, good.
Maybe, now it's a police matter. I'm not sure if she will give you any information. The police people is also out there with them.
Oh. Again, like an anime, and the shadows go over the eyes. And it goes out, oh, well, I'm glad the fine policemen of this city are doing their job. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Shake their hands. I hope that we might see you when we're doing our colouring.
As you start that sort of goodbye scene, Xander, as you were not involved so much into this, and you're high, as you're told, at this point, after all that singing going on, you notice how this mist sort of was more and more covering the street. But then again, that's London. The guards didn't, why should we care? Because it's London. Back into the room with Midge. As you get out of that corridor into the lit corridor, you see a really fancy door, director, opposite to you, dorms, and to the right, not such a long corridor, but there is 4 doors, 3 made of wood, the other one more like glass. From this point, you can see that the glass one is the one that says infirmary. It looks very infirmary-like.
So it's a glass door that's the infirmary.
Glass door on whichever the side is just, yeah.
Okay, can I sneak up to it and have a peek through the door?
Yes. As you sneak in, there's no one on the corridors. Maybe you notice that one kid peeks outside the dorms, looks at you,
A wink.
closes the door. You continue. Inside the infirmary, there is six individuals. Six individuals. 2 policemen, 2 parents, 1 kid that is not a kid. It's more like a pre-adolescent, like 13, 14 kind of thing. But probably there he's very a little bit skinny because whatever, and looks quite young, and so you even wonder if something happened to the kid, but no, it's just how they look like. And the doctor, question mark, it looks more like someone that will be selling vegetables in an open market, but with a white coat on top. So she's wearing like that sort of like very Cornish, very
White coat over dungarees.
yes, but underneath, she's a farm lady. She's a trader. She may have like high boots, like wellies kind of thing, but the coat is spot on white.
I think there is a fair amount of internal swearing from Midge as they see the police in there with them. Like, we'll probably. Is they're talking? Are they talking quite loudly? Can anything be heard from through the door?
You can hear some murmuring. You might need some means to get clearer sound. You could try, for example, open the door just ever so slightly so that you can sneak into the conversation. You can peek into the conversation. You could use some magic. You could create some, I don't know. You tell me what ideas you have, and then we cook something.
I mean, is there a random stethoscope laying around that I could just put on the door?
You have something called luck.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to spend luck on it?
I could. If I do, it's not great for other people. No, you know what? I'm not gonna spend luck. I'm just gonna I don't know. Can I? Are there windows on this hallway? Is there like one that if I like scrooged it open might let the wind through? Because what I would love to try and do is just like have a window open and like open the door slightly, so it's like, oh, if anyone notices, it's as if there was just a bit of a strong gust of wind that pushed it over. I don't know.
I love it. Yes, the infirmary has a couple of windows.
What, inside? No.
Inside, yes. No, because now that you are in the corridor,
Mhm.
everything is just doors.
Okay. Right.
There is windows inside the office, or like on the walls of the infirmary.
It's
You
gonna
could
be a bit weird
try.
if I magic a window up in the infirmary. Ugh.
I give you that they are distracted with the interrogation. You can also see that or pick that one of them is quite like writing quite fast. So everything that's been said or anything is being picked up.
I think I'm just gonna try and gently open the door.
Act on the pressure, darling.
Yeah. gosh, all these rolls, I just lost a dice.
Ugh.
Oh no! That's a 4.
8. A 4.
With cool plus what? I think my cool is +1 is a 5. But I need a 7 to succeed. Yes.
Yes. Okay. First of all, actually, because of the 2 4, you have 2 experience, so don't forget to mark those down.
Yay!
This is what's gonna happen. You ever so slightly open that door, and you still hearing all the conversation. However, something is gonna happen late. You hear the conversation, and the policeman goes like, oh, one of them is like, okay, one more time, because this doesn't make any sense. And you hear the doctor say, don't you understand the kid cannot really speak? The kid mumbles or like tries to make sense, and you can also see sort of like writing or drawing kind of stuff. So there is many communication styles going there, so that they try to convey what happened. And in short, the kid communicates that they met in that point of like not far, like a couple of squares down the road from the chapel, but they didn't go directly to the chapel because they wanted to sort of give around in a couple of establishments or houses to sing, and then go to the chapel. As they were singing through the streets, people was a little bit not keen to open the windows or to go out, because they know the bad connotation that at that point, or like the carolers might bring bad luck. They didn't want to stop. If we had like a flashback into this, you could see how mist start covering the streets, almost like following them as they sing. But the kid describes that only at the end, where he says, or he communicates, that they were now on their way to the chapel, and that's when the whole road that they took was covered by mist. And it's London, so it's nothing to worry about. You just had to follow the lights, get into the chapel, perform, and go home. However, this mist was very, very thick, that you could actually see what's happening. More than probably as far as your arm could reach, you couldn't see far from there. So the people in front of you, and that's it, or the people next to you. And he also communicates that we have some candles with us just to illuminate the walk, but they were like dimming the light, so it was very, very like, what's going on? They assumed that the mist and the humidity was like watering or like making the stem humid, so the flames were like dimming until the point that he couldn't see anyone, but he could hear small steps. And the last thing that he remembers is being sort of snatched, but he ran and ran and ran and ran. He remembers that he sort of tumbled with someone in front of him, kind of his size, but with a weird-looking appearance. Something out of a fairy tale like a gnome or like something like very weird looking. But he remembers something cute, like one of those Santa Claus hats, red hat, white pompon. I don't remember the name. At the end of it, he continued running, and as he finishes, the policeman says, "But that doesn't make any sense. Where is everybody else?" You can see how the other one is writing and writing and writing. And Xander is in that moment where on the corner of your eye, you see a little red hat in the mist. And this is where we're gonna go to a break.
Check out our sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for carefully crafted click-clack math rocks for use in your favorite TT RPGs. Phoenix Dice work with recycled goods, meaning their products and packaging are all made from sustainable materials. You can go to phoenixdice.com to check out their entire selection, including some limited roll together dice. And if you use the code roll together, all caps, at checkout, you'll get 25% off your next purchase. We are happy to be supported by Homie and the Dude. Homie and the Dude are a father and son duo, a group company that make various different TTRPG supplement books, which includes The Wandering Tavern, and coming soon to Kickstarter, they have a new Dune/Mad Max inspired book called Scorched Basin. You can go check out all of their stuff following the links in chat or in the description below. And if you use the code Roll Together at checkout, you can get 10% off of your purchase.
And we are back in this Christmas shenanigan. I'm loving it. Let's recap. The hunters were introduced to the mystery, which is carolers disappearing along London. They make their way towards some of the clues, some of the hints. They made their way to Camden Town. They took the underground just after stealing some money, some coins from two really wealthy individuals who were obsessed with a replica of the Buckingham Palace made of gingerbread. Who could have thought? After that, amazingly beguiled by Plorn and Xander, the two guards were distracted enough so that Midge jumps inside the building to look for one of the survivors of the attack. David, the kid that lost his voice, was given or communicating somehow what happened to him or what he saw last time he was outside caroling. As he described the scene, he described a small, medium-sized entity, odd-looking, wearing a Santa Claus hat. A red hat. A red cap, one would say. And just as that was happening inside, Xander spotted on the corner of his eye one red hat. We're back to you, Xander. Plorn is having a deep conversation, a very engaging conversation with both guards. Being only you, the one that noticed this little hat coming, approaching towards you. You can see the hat in the mist, but you cannot see what's holding it or who is wearing such hat. And before you could even notice, all the two hats appear. They might be 20 feet away of you. They are not approaching fast, but they are approaching steadily. The mist sort of covers the hats, and then it has like a slope, right? It doesn't advance like a wall. It advances like in a slope. There is some mist very close to your feet.
Are there any sort of shapes being formed in the mist, or is it just all around the feet?
You could sort of distinguish like 3 figures, one each with a hand. You notice the red hats because it's very bright.
Yeah. That's some fable shit right there.
I think that's enough to, because I think I've been just talking to these guys, being like, "Whatever weird stuff's happening," and then they'll be like, "Oh, I saw this thing one night." I'm like, "Oh, terrifying!" And then I think you say that, and I'm like, "Sorry,
Plorn.
yes,
Plorn.
yes,
Plorn.
yes,
Plorn.
Xander,
I'll start
yes."
poking you in the shoulder. Plorn. Plorn. Plorn.
Fortunately, I've got my front to these guys because my tail tries to like slap at you and then just moves. Yes,
Plorn.
yes, yes,
Plorn.
yes,
Plorn.
yes,
Plorn.
yes,
Plorn.
yes, yes.
Hand on the top of your head and just turn it to the hat.
Take it in. And I just quietly go, "Oh, right."
Do you reckon it was the singing?
It was just too good. It was too good. Maybe I should join her. This is not the time for us to join the Cowl concert. Yes. I think I turned to the guards and I'm like, "Gentlemen, I think it is the best time to lock the gates now. I think some odd stuff is about to go down. So prepare yourselves."
They look like panic, and yes, they start closing the gates behind you and in front of them. So
just like, good luck, gentlemen.
because not my monkeys.
Yeah.
They frenetically try to put the chain and the padlock. Obviously, they're like, this is not gonna hold the mist, but probably it's gonna hold whatever is there, and then just run inside.
I do hate it when the civilians run, but hopefully the orphans will be protected. Shame. Nice gentleman. You brought a weapon, right?
Yes.
Good.
As I unlatch what is described as a very big knife.
You try to get out your knife. You feel something in your mind.
Oh no.
You take 2 psychic damage, 2 harm.
Ouch.
As a screech, high pitch in your mind is just like, oh my god, what's going on? The mist is upon you, very thick. The 3 figures are like very, very close to you. One of them jumps to you, Xander.
I pull out my weapons and try and punch.
Are you bare-fisted? Oh, have you brought any?
I've got knuckle dusters on.
Oh, good.
It's something I grew quite accustomed to, in the old street fights where they do this strange thing where they put their arms up in front. Back at home, it was just, in the mud pits, slinging each other around. I don't understand what all this stuff is about.
I think it's the gentlemanly way of doing it, but clearly they've never been a proper fight.
Why do you have to do it in a gentle way? Why can't you? I thought it was just about beating each other up.
You got me there, friend. You got me there.
So one is jumping is literally holding on to you, and you can see now something that someone could describe from the Celtic or the northern fairy tales as a red cap. Very greeny, very gnomy, very they also have a knife. But somehow they are just repeating the last words that Plorn said. perfect pitch. They are just repeating, "Do you have a weapon, Xander? Do you have a weapon, Xander?" Almost friendly. All they can do is repeating that. They're not gonna attack you this time. Over to you.
Pick it up, slam it to the floor, and try and stomp on it.
Cool. So that is harm, please.
Charm.
Harm.
Harm. Where is that?
No, but that's not something that you roll.
Kick
You're
some
gonna-
ass.
Yes, kick some ass. Sorry. Yes, kick some ass.
So that's roll plus tough.
Let's do that. 1 second. Roll. There we go. Oh, look, I rolled an 8 again.
What do you get?
8 in total.
8 in total. Perfect. So that is tell me what are you gonna try to do? And are you just using your
Just using my hands.
strength? Yeah.
Yeah, hands. I do have knuckle dusters on the end of them, but I pull this thing off of my sort of chest, trying to get it in my hand, slam it on the floor, and I'll go to stomp on it, and I'll just say, "Knife to see you," because puns.
Good. So let me just next
look of disappointment on Lola's face.
here, and then all right. So is there any description for that weapon, or shall we just? I'm gonna.
It's just I don't know.
How tough are you?
I am tough +1.
Okay, I'm gonna take 1 damage. One half from that. Great stuff. Plorn. You try to speak words, but you cannot. What you gonna do?
I also assume that magic has a verbal component still.
But it's just -1, so you can still.
I think that's the thing, that you sort of see me like being getting ready, like opening my mouth, moving the words, and you just sort of see me go, "Oh, come on!" And then, I mean, I drew a very large knife. I'm not a melee person, but maybe if it gives me a bit of distance, I just slash out at one of these little guys with a knife. So roll. Okay, it's not the worst. It's so that was 8 minus 1. That's a 7.
7 for magic.
Yes.
Yes. So that is okay. There's gonna be a glitch. Tell me, what are you intending to do?
I'm sort of like, again, sort of like having word and then slash with the knife, and I'm trying to do like a sort of bit of a shock wave to just push them back. That's what I'm trying to do.
So you push the 3 of them back, but you also push yourself against the door. So take 1 harm, please. As these 3 figures. Xander, did you try to? Was it just slamming against the floor, or trying to like step on it?
Trying to step on it as well, yeah.
Okay, so that one still is gonna stay there. The other 2, I just pushed away. Right now, all you can see is the red hats because of the thick mist. They are going to stay there for a little bit, and Xander, this time they're gonna try to do that thing to you. So you hear that high pitch note, and you're gonna get 2 harm, please.
One more harm and I'm unstable.
Then one of them is gonna try to jump on top of you, Plorn again. Yeah. He's gonna hold on to you. He's just gonna hold it onto you. Meanwhile, Mint, you hear noises, and the front door, or what you assume is the front door, just shut down. They are here, and You hear a lot of noise now on the ground floor. Noise coming from every single of the offices in this corridor.
I I look around. Is like anything else? There's noise coming from every single door.
It's, people is about to get out of every door, basically.
I think I'm gonna. Where's the one that the kid was coming out? The kid kind of poked their head out of.
If you look down the corridor, you see the main office, or like the director office. To the right, that are the dorms.
Okay. I'm gonna stop over there. Maybe? Or like, do I hear that shit's happening outside? Is there anything that I could intimate that from?
Yes. So from the shouting from the guards now inside the building, you might know that shit has hit the fan at the front.
Which is quicker, going back to the door or back to the window that I came in from?
You know that back from the window, there's no one in there. But the quickest way would be get into the principal's office, jump through the window directly into the front door, into the front gate.
Okay, well, we'll do that then.
I love it. Act under pressure, please.
Oh, I don't know. I think we got the 6 as well. But it fell off the... Oh, it's now a 2. That's a 6, but I do have a 1 that I haven't spent, so I'm going to make it a 7.
Yes, great.
Now I no longer have that 1.
It hasn't been a great day for you. You are getting into this sort of stress. You're like, oh, I'm having a bad day. And you had this premonition, like, oh, something is going to go down. As you open the door, director is just like, whoever this person is just not paying attention to anything. Probably is reading the newspaper or whatever. They put down the newspaper and they look at you as you run inside the window. You look at the window. It's semi-open, so ready to jump out. Sorry, but there is one mirror somewhere in there, full-size mirror. The director just shouts like, "What the fuck is that?" As you pass the mirror, you see that your glamour is falling apart. You jump through the window. I'm not gonna make you take any damage at this point. You're quite nimble, but you see door closed, mist, your comrades fighting something.
Okay.
Xander, Plorn, over to you.
I think it's that sort of thing. Mid-combat, I'm just hearing like the shattering of a window, and I'm like, "That's fine." Windows shatter sometime.
Every day occurs in London.
Yeah, especially when we're around. Yeah, I'm going to sort of, if it's okay with you, Ali, sort of say this is like an act under pressure because I do a lot of reading and a lot of studying to just sort of like mentally be like, okay, red caps. It's the sort of thing we might have come across elsewhere. What are they about? Is there a way, sort of like, are they scared off by like the sound of bells or, that sort of thing, just that kind of mentally. Also, not great because I can't verbally communicate with my companions at the moment, but just, I think that's it because I've got this one trying to like go for my face. So I'm just sort of like, what's your deal?
Roll me that.
Okie dokie. 8.
8. So that okay. You know that in the folklore of this world, Christianity has has a big role in it. Anything that is slightly clergy or any praise, anything that has to be with calling God upon them, basically. Which God? I don't know what a God. Yeah, Christian one in this case.
Okay, so and that's they hate that. They hate. Yeah, okay. I if it's okay that you see how well it works that I'm trying to do some like symbols and I think because I'm also still magic, like sparks are coming off my hand as I'm attempting to like go. I've seen other people and I know like if someone sneezes here you say bless you, but I'm not quite. Eventually I'm gonna hit on the correct nomenclature.
As you spend trying to get to the right one. I'm not sure if people have seen the movie The Mummy. And there is this slave that is trying to call all the religions until he finds the one. That's basically what's going to happen to you in a bit. Xander, over to you.
I'm very much going to, as this one is sort of like trying to climb up onto me. Picking it up and throwing it down on the ground didn't really work. Well, it did because I've got one under my foot. I'd like to throw this one into the wall.
Into the closest wall. Okay. There is like a column that is holding the gate. Cool. Yeah. Kick some ass. If you are used to make some noises as you fight, you will also notice that no voice is coming out of your Yes.
Submit. There we go. That's an 11.
Nice. What is my kick some ass? Okay. So take okay. We said so it's gonna have a plus effect on it. What do you wanna do? So your strategy is so good that it's gonna give you an advantage. You can have +1 to the next roll, inflict more harm, sort of get into a defensive position maybe, or you could set them up for your next attack maybe.
I think I'll do more harm to them.
Good. So as you push them really hard into the bricks of the column that is holding the door, sort of like the edges of the bricks, like really, really hot them, and you can see how they're now really, really struggling. You see one hat just runs away, just sort of disappears out of the mist. Midge, you see your team struggling.
I think Midge will land and climb over. Well, it's kind of have I landed outside of the gate and fence, or
You
am I
are
still within
behind the
compound?
gate, so it's you, then the gate, and then your comrades.
Right, so I have to climb over these. So I think I will climb over the gate to land with them, and
as you land close to them, if they could shout, at your appearance, because it's a little bit. It could be you, but it also could be another creature. One, you are the same size. You are
Am I?
just coming out of the window. Are you medium size, or are you a small size?
Okay, when I'm crouched. I'm definitely the same size.
Okay, but just give, like the situation is a little bit of that shock, like, who is this individual before they noticing that it's you. It takes a while just to pick on some of the things, whether you're wearing or some of your
Okay.
mannerisms. But yeah, they are surprised to see you without the glamour.
Yes.
What's that we see without the glamour?
So, like something comes over the gate and lands, and it's about the same size as Mitch until it kind of begins to grow up as if it's standing up fully for the first time, and there are spikes coming off its back and over its shoulders, and it's got very large clawed hands, and the face of it's got a very wide and very toothed mouth, but each side of the face is the color of the, like, it's fully the color of the eye that was in that face, in Midge's face before. And the reason that you know it's Mitch, it's all right. It's like, all right, lads, need a hand?
Nod politely. I mean, like, I'm trying to, like, with it, the thing of like, yes, please.
If you want to make another move, that's fine.
Okay.
So at this point, one is being held by Xander against the wall, and the one left is in the mist.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna look really weird if I now take my gun out and attempt to shoot, like,
with your giant, like, clawed hands.
giant clawed hands. It's like
That's quite sweet. You just hand it to one of us, like, could you load this? Thank you.
no, I am instead going to, like, there's one being taken care of by Xander, and there's another in the mist. Can I see it in the mist? Or
You can see the red hat. Because, I mean, it's very, very obvious what the red hat is.
okay, can I attempt to throw my knife at this?
Absolutely. Kick some ass.
Yeah. Oh my god, my rolls are atrocious now. That's a 5.
You could also take
Oh, wait,
luck,
wait, do
but
I
there'll be
add?
repercussions.
Yeah, no, I know. Oh, but plus tough. Hang on. No, it's still only a 6, I think.
Okay. And you
Oh,
get more
these rolls are
experience,
bad.
which is good. How much?
At this point. Oh god.
Good.
I think probably. Wait, sorry. How much experience? It's you asking how much experience? I think I have like 5
I think this is
or
the third.
6 now. No, because I've rolled badly several times.
Really?
Yeah,
How many do you think you have now?
I thought it was like 5, but I don't know.
Let's keep it in 5 then. Yes.
Okay,
Good.
it's just bad.
How many for the level?
Sorry.
How many do you need for? Oh yes, so right now let's finish the scene and then we go for your improvement. Okay, great. As you throw your knife, another knife comes your way. How much is your knife?
Oh, my knife is
How much?
it's
Yeah,
just
how much?
plus it's 1 harm.
One ham. So you take
It's
one
a
ham
silver knife, yeah.
from one knife, just slam into one of your shoulders.
I imagine that it's a silver, like it's the same knife, or it's a different.
It's a different knife. Yes.
Okay. Would have been bad if it was the same one.
Good. Plorn, your strategy somehow worked. Someone left. You find the right. You would do it like this way. You would do it with.
I think I also start stamping out like my best attempt at a carol. So I'm just like, any noise, and I just, yeah.
Over to you.
Okay, so there is the one that's currently trying to. So there's one in the mist, and then there's one
held by Xander against the wall.
Does Xander look like he has this? Does he need? Yeah. I'm just sort of like, I think I'm going to play support again, and I'm basically going to try and cast light on the little one, just because. To be fair, giant creature, massive throwing knives. So I'm going to try for magic. Voice still gone, so still the -1.
-1, yes.
That is that is a 7.
A 7. You light some light. You shed some light upon this thing. Somehow, yeah, it penetrates the mist. You can clearly see this creature now, as I have described before. If somebody would describe it to the kids to terrify them, a red cap, this would be the look of it. And what I'm gonna do to you?
Oh no! Let me have a lovely ginger biscuit and a cup of cocoa.
The light is so bright that you three can see starlight coming on the houses around. Everybody's sort of aware of what's going on now. Yeah, and the creature that is in front of you.
I think I lock eyes with the creature, and I'm just like, we just both look at each other. Like, I suppose as a red cat, is it like dripping blood, and is it a traditional? Yeah,
But in a Santa hat.
It's very stylish. Yeah.
Very stylish.
Yes. Okay. So just have a moment of like gulp. Yeah. So that, in a way, I guess that's me giving help to anyone else, but also going, cool, time limit.
Xander, over to you. Actually, this light is a little bit disconcerting by this creature. It's sort of doubting whether to stay or to go, but especially because now aware of all the movement, they might end up running. Xander, tell me, talk to me.
Can I try and is this red cap that I have hold of? Does it have a knife in its hand? Does it have 1 or 2?
I guess depends, but this one has 1.
Cool. I'd like to try and disarm it.
Interesting. Kick some ass.
I will certainly try. That's an 8. I've not rolled below an 8. I've taken all of Lola's good rolls.
I think you're in a cross point where you either decide to hold on to him or hold on to the knife.
I'd like to get the knife out of the hands, and then you try and get it wrapped up in my coat. Sort of, I'm trying to capture it.
I see.
I don't have any Pokeballs on me, so it's going to have to be the coat.
Act under pressure.
I would definitely do
As
that.
they are trying to bite you back.
Horrible teeth as well.
That's a 5.
Oh no!
I jinxed it by saying I haven't rolled under an 8.
Again,
and now Lola's going to take all my rolls.
You have luck. It's going to be repercussions, but if you want to succeed this, you can.
Take one hand, and then you wrap this thing on that. The other one looking at this, and now you can hear doors unlocking, runs away. The mist sort of stays, but then you don't see the second one. The 3 of you are left with one captured red cap.
Cool. I would just like to say that I've taken 4 damage, so I'm now unstable. Owie. Unstable. Unstable injuries worsen as time passes.
Right. Do we know if the society has like a safe house around here, or do we need to get back to?
Read about situation.
Ooh. Read about the situation is it's sharp.
Is there a way to help?
Yes, there is help out. I think.
Yes, you can help out.
Yeah, I'm gonna help out. I think there's like I'd probably say something like we better get somewhere inside sometime soon, and I need to roll? Hang on.
Yes, you roll.
Yes.
Roll plus cool.
Yeah. Me rolling with my rolls. I rolled a 4.
Well, that's an experience.
Yeah, I just keep getting.
It's been a while since you are been standing up. That you sort of trembles, and as you try not to fall down, you put your hand on Plorn's shoulders. You distract Plorn for a bit. But yeah, Plorn, where were we?
I think it's great where Plorn's like, let me have a think, and this giant like claw goes out. He's like, I managed to roll, so I got a 6 plus 2, so that's an 8.
An 8. Okay. What's your question?
Where's the nearest safe house or safe spot for us at the moment?
Probably the let me see a map. And randomly assigned franchise. Okay, so here we are here. What is Camden Town? We are here. You know of an empty cage in the London Zoo that leads to a catacomb where there is some supplies. Or
Oh, from Camden.
you know that there is a medic inside. So those are your options.
I open my mouth. Has my voice come back?
It's back, but like high pitch, like you inhale helium.
Right, okay. Oh, that's annoying. There's a medic in there, or we can go to the zoo.
Why are you speaking in such a high voice?
Magic! Are you all right? You seem to be bleeding.
A lot from my arm, yes.
Right. Midge, did you meet the doctor?
I didn't know. I didn't meet the doctor, but I think the zoo. Is
Agreed.
Probably, yeah. Sorry, I don't know if you mentioned the zoo, but it's like I don't think I'm going in to see the doctor again.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just
Didn't speak to her, but yeah.
Can you reapply your glamour, or is that going to be down for a bit?
It takes a bit of time.
Let's go. Yes, I think a mixture between giant, like, death claw, man bleeding out, moving coat. I'm feeling okay. So I'm just trying to escort. I'm kind of leading by, I think, because I do a lot of, like, wandering around the streets. I think I vaguely know not a shortcut to the zoo, but I think I can get us off. Unless you want to, shall I roll to see if we can get off road? And are we going into the sewers? Do we?
I mean, I imagine if we go into an alley or something and pause for a bit, I could probably reapply the glamour.
That will be. That's yeah. I think we've ducked into an alley away from all the noise, just to give you a bit of time.
At this point, you find an alley. You use the mist to get an alley where seems like less busy than all the other houses that were lighting up because of the movement outside. But I'm gonna ask the three of you to roll me a roll under pressure, as Xander is really struggling to hold himself at the red cap.
Oh yeah, does anybody want to take this red cap off me? As my voice is not quite back to normal.
9.
Oh,
So
yes.
that's a 10.
Nice.
8.
8.
I also rolled a 10.
Really?
Okay. This is what's gonna happen. So you also rolled a 10, you said?
I did, yeah.
Great. You have two situations here to handle. Who from Midge or Plorn, who would be the more likely to heal someone?
I've got a feeling it might be me.
You know, you don't know Mitch.
Do you know what, Lola? You've got me there. I don't know Midge. Midge it'd be very funny.
Mitch
Midge is
doesn't
like,
know you very well.
yeah. If Midge is like, listen, mate, I've got like a first aid training. You don't know me.
I feel like you know that someone has to do something, and then
Yeah.
you're just looking at each other like,
So okay, well,
be my guest.
you do it. I've got to sort this out.
Yeah, you focus on that.
So, Mitch, but before that, Xander sort of handles the back of the
It's
red
just this
cap.
tiny thing in between these very large claws.
Yes, but you roll really well. So that is you holding upon the red cap in the coat as you try to go back to your normal self. Plorn, you have no idea what you're doing, but you're gonna do it. How are you gonna stop the bleeding?
First things first, I reach into my coat pocket, pull out a hip flask, and then just pour in like a that's for warmth. Okay. I've got understanding of magic. It's like the difficulty of trying to weave flesh back together. I'm gonna try and cast healing magic, but again, knowing that if this goes wrong, it's just like I string things back together. It's the best. I'm trying.
With your roll, you sort of start doing that in a. You know, it feels like Play-Doh or like some sort of like really flexible material. You start putting in place. At this point, it looks more like you are knitting dough for bread, putting things in place. If the Feywild, well, not the Feywild, let's not use that word. If the Fey record would leave a mark on somebody as not as a curse, but as a more of a joke, like I was here. What would you do? Think that you're at some point like you think more of a prank than healing.
I think, sort of for that, when it does heal, it just looks like a little face, like a little, like raised up in a scar of like smile and eyes and little horns. So it looks like you've got like a devil mark on you, which might help you get into certain places, but also you are now marked by otherworldly magics.
Plorn
No.
invented emojis about 100 and something years before they were invented.
Love it. Xander, you can take off one harm, but you still need a little bit more of healing.
Yeah, I'm no longer unstable.
With that, you sort of get to this point where you can have a breathe in, breathe down.
Ooh.
Clear of mind, having a plan. You decided to go to the zoo Plorn, you can quickly guide the party.
Is Midge still carrying the... Xander, have you taken your coat off? Is that what you're just
Yeah, I've
running
taken my
around?
coat off now. Yeah, so I'm very much wearing like suspenders, sort of like, suspender-esque type thing. I know it's probably wasn't a thing back then, but
Oh, yeah, that period. You'd be in braces. And
yeah,
shit.
like braces.
Yeah.
Very sort of tight shirt, sort of like ripped in places where I've not changed it and things. So it's ripped in places where I've stretched a bit too much. Because even though I have an athletic body, it's still quite big for humans. So
Yeah.
or for human clothing. So are we planning on? I captured that red cap so we could try and question. So we can try and question it if anybody wants to try.
I think that's the plan. From my, again, this is while we're sort of rushing. From my knowledge, they cannot abide organized religion. So I was able to scare one off through a mixture of stamping and hand symbols. I mean, it makes sense why they might be
organized religion.
So it glances over at you. Where I'm from, yes, but I suppose the carol singers, if they're singing the holy songs, that would be anathema to these beings, that they would try and remove them. So, I mean, I guess shouting prayers at these things might work if we're trying to scare them, but we'll see.
But at the moment, we want information from.
Yes, ideally and also try and work out what happened to the missing carolers. See if they can. I mean, if they are.
Well, they're red caps.
Yes.
They're covered in blood.
They might not necessarily have killed all of them. They might have ferried some of them off to the other world. Hopefully, maybe.
There could be a way home.
Looks you. Yeah, I suppose. It's, I mean, it's a big ask, but I mean, we haven't poked at those doors yet, but it's possible. Do you want to go home?
I don't like how this place smells.
No, it's very metallic.
Yeah, and the clothes are too tight.
I have noticed that.
And they sing strange songs during certain times of the year, and I seem to know them all.
That's not the worst. You know, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. It's, I think, which is enough to make the red cap go, you know. Okay,
I will miss the hot drinks, though.
That was good. And the indoor plumbing's been quite a discovery.
Was that a thing there? Oh, it would have been just invented, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we'd
It would be in like the richest of places.
Yeah. Yes, that what was his name? Thomas Crapper. Yes, smart man.
Good. On the note, as we discussed the toilets of London.
On that note, God bless.
What a humour.
Where are we going next?
Into the sewers.
I think
Into the crypts below the zoo.
The crypts under the zoo. Just to. Is it?
Wait, is that a real thing? Is there actually crypts under the zoo?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
I mean, the public don't get to poke around, but, you know, the City of London's full of tunnels and...
I've never been to London Zoo, so that's a new piece of information for me.
We know what we're doing for the next Roll Together outing.
Taking me to the zoo and then leaving me there.
And then we're just like, look at all these animals. Have you seen a tapir? Look at it. Look at the tapir.
I'll be trying to get into the crypt.
Yeah.
You get into the you go to the zoo, and there is some marks that takes you to this specific cage, and inside the cage there is some sigils that you need to active in order to walk in, sort of a protection glyphs kind of thing. As you walk in, you feel safe-ish. You know that this is one of those, like, last resources that people use when they are afar. There is not much supplies inside, but you can find some. You can see that there is supplies for people to pass the night here, like maybe like racks that you can use as a pillow, but a couple of covers and stuff like that. They're all smelly and not smelly necessarily as in bad smell, but they've been there for unused for weeks or months maybe. So it's just dust and it smells to humidity, but it does the job if you want to pass the night or if somebody wants to pass the night. Couple of cans or food, really bad quality, but they still with some they are not bad yet, so you can eat if you want. There is no such thing as medical supplies here, but couple of there is, it seems like a tap, but I wouldn't, I wouldn't
Even for Victorian water, we're like dodgy.
just there is a bottle of whiskey for what it's worth. So you want to refill your and that's all right, it doesn't go bad. Then as you come in, is basically one room, and then one staircase that goes down, everything made of stone, but there is a gate in there, so it's not a door, it's just metal gate. There is a lock, but you know that is as well magical. You can go further into whatever the city has underneath, but that is outside the protection of anything that the organization or the circle can provide in this 3x3 room, basically. All the time, the red cap has been making noises and stuff.
If we undo the coat, are the sigils powerful enough to be able to contain the red cap? It's not just going to be able to run out the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As I looked at F2, I was like, well, we can try questioning the red cap here, see if it's got any answers for us.
That's a good idea.
You both feeling up to it?
When you say it will contain it, it'll contain it within this space with us where it has free reign, or it will keep it immobilized.
It will be able to move.
Yeah.
Right.
So
before we do that, can I try and use a little bit more ritual magic just to draw a circle to trap it to trap it in?
Yes.
Something a little bit
Please.
more.
Can
rolling.
I help? I'll help out on this.
Yes,
to
please.
sort of like. Actually, yeah, nice. So that's an 11. So I think that means you get +1 to your roll.
Yes. So Lola, you get a +1. But then big magic.
Big magic.
So this is, yes, it is a thing that is taking a bit of time.
Yes.
I guess. Well, I don't know. I'm physically drawing on the floor.
You tell me what's happening.
I don't think it says use magic. You can trap a specific person, minion, or a monster.
Yes.
Just basic use magic. So.
Right. So the thing is, for big magic, it takes time. And
no, sorry. I mean, in use magic.
Use magic. Okay.
Use
so
magic.
roll.
It's got. Yes. So I rolled a 6 and a 5 +2 +1.
This creature is stuck.
So describe me the ritual. Describe everybody the ritual.
So it's very much a case of we'll hand you the red cap, Like, I'm just holding it by one hand, but like, even though my hands are small again, it's like you have the understanding that they were very, very big. Anyway, we'll do that, and then I think we'll clear, like, Midge will clear a space, and instead of a finger or chalk, you will see a claw, just a claw, a very long and very pointed claw on this tiny hand, scratching out a circle on the floor with some sigils and a thing, but leaves a space on the outer circle open.
You see the sigil, bright light. Any specific color we want here?
Not yet. Only when the creature is put in the middle of the circle and I close it, then it will kind of begin to glow from the outside first and rush in very quickly, almost as if to like constrict. And yeah.
The red cap is put in the middle of the circle. The code falls into the floor. The light, it doesn't burn the code, but brights on top of it, almost like a spider web creates, like made of light, entangles the red cap. It is going to be in place there at least for 24 hours, let's say.
Okay.
That was a really good roll, plus the help. So there is as well some fairy magic in there. What other effect you're trying to impose on this?
I think it's also perhaps not just trapping them there, but also coaxing them to give us the information we want. Like there's a reinforcing effect.
Yeah.
Is there like a true spell, or is there something
something like that?
Yeah.
Something like
kind
that.
of thing.
A
Yeah,
little
okay.
bit. Might be a little
all
bit.
right. So this is still like small effect, but that was a really nice roll. So I'm gonna walk around 3 questions maybe. Language is gonna be a barrier here.
Okay.
And also the creature is bleeding, so that it was quite hurt by Xander. So 3 questions.
Maybe we can step aside a bit and just huddle. Okay, so what we want to know involves what's happened to the carolers. How do we undo what they've done? You think they're dead? You just think they're...
Who, what, where, why?
I think they're red caps and they have to do a thing to keep their caps red.
Okay. And they've just been attacking. I mean, do we also want to... Like, we know 2 of them have escaped. Are we hunting these things? Are there more?
If they're
Get them
killing...
to stop.
Yeah, if they're killing people, surely we have to stop them somehow.
Yeah. Look over my shoulder. It's like blood-covered thing and look back again. I don't think it's going to be... I mean, Midge's spell's probably going to help, but I don't know how helpful it's going to be. I mean, I think sort of like to go, okay, I think let's accept that the carolers lost cause. Is it where have the other red caps gone? Are we trying to find their nest?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right.
Well, it'll probably be in a book. Back at headquarters.
We can go back to headquarters once we're done here.
Well, I'm just... Do you remember how to dispatch these little buggers? Like, truly, actually.
Ali, can I roll to see if I remember how to dispatch the little buggers?
Yes.
What would that be?
Ooh. It's a sharp one. Read a bad situation.
I think that's
Or
fair.
investigate a mystery. Either or. Either or. Well, both are sharp, but yeah, either or.
Let's say investigate a mystery. Just
Yes.
Ooh, lovely. Wow. With my sharp, I got a 5, a 5, and a 2, so 12. I remember the book.
Yes. It was full of pictures. Tell me. You may ask the keeper any question you want.
How do you permanently dispatch a red cap?
Nice. They are usually in groups. So you need to make a statement with the group. And then there is known sigils to keep it out of town, known by expert hunters. So that might be so maybe some knowledge available at the and materials available at the heart. But that needs to be a sigil at city level. So it's gonna require several hunters.
Right.
Or just kill each other. All of them.
That's the nice pacifist route, or maybe we just burn down everything. I think, So it's either we do complex sigil work, or we just kill them. I mean, if we know where the others are, that might be easier. But they're murderers. I've got no compunctions about killing these things.
Well, it really depends, doesn't it? Because we could block them out of London, but it's not like there aren't people outside of London.
That's true.
It's true. It's like a lot of other places outside London think London is the whole of the country.
That's been
It's
A
not.
lot of people inside London think that too.
That as well, yeah.
I mean, hopefully people in other parts of the country have their own ways of dealing with these things that maybe London's forgotten about, but
Isn't that...
I'm not much of one for pushing my problems onto different places.
okay.
I think get rid of them. I mean, if there is a way for us to potentially get home as well, if they have a way to take their victims to where we come from, then it might be worth exploring that idea as well.
I mean,
where is their nest?
yeah.
Is that gonna be the question?
Yeah,
It's like one of the questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we ask that and then see what goes from there? Because if it's just going to spit and swear at us, it's not going to be much. Okay, turn around. Redcap, I name thee. Tell us, where is your nest in this city of London?
The red cap is just like struggling with trying to get out, but also like sort of being compelled to speak. And between this has been like a very old version of Elvish and some slang that not even any of the two courts know. You get some words there, and with some time and struggle, you get to the what you think is a chapel in Camden.
Right. So, well, we just were.
Yeah. Okay.
So where the other carol singers were taken from?
Yes, where they were heading. That makes sense. If the carol singers advanced on the chapel singing their songs, then obviously the Redcaps.
I thought organised religion was anathema to them.
Well,
What are they doing hiding in a chapel?
it's a good question. I suppose it must be like, pauses and then goes, actually, yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, it's
Food
consequential.
source?
What, eating the religious?
Yeah. I don't like the religious, so why not eat them?
And it does guarantee at this time of year, it seems a lot of people are just going to turn up and try and go to church.
Yeah, so maybe they just pick off people that they don't think will be missed, but this time they got a bit too greedy for their boots or their caps, as it were.
Okay, so that's one question. Gesture to the other two.
I think that's the only question, isn't it? Really?
Well, you want to know. You want to know about been getting home. Do you want to ask? I mean,
yes. Do they have a way to get home? That's a question. Do they take their victims through a portal to another place?
Interesting. The question doesn't make sense to the red cap because the red cap is also like a little bit low. It doesn't have that much of rationale as we think of the universe. But what you gather is that there is a portal, but things only come out of it.
Well, that's something, I suppose. If we can't get through it, then maybe we close it off.
We also don't know where the portal's coming from, and is it just the portal that Redcaps emerge from?
Reason to investigate.
We definitely should go to this chapel. Midge, you got any big questions?
Not any nice ones.
No, throw me a naughty one.
No.
I think as the shadows behind Midge darken.
Oh, no. Sorry, no. Midge was thinking.
I just imagine the art of Midge and the shadow of the true form just like putting the big hands on top of their shoulders.
It's not a good question. It's very much like, if we leave you here, how long will it take for your cap to dry out? Tell yourself.
He doesn't have any information. Just like, this is your trick, this is your trick. So you tell me. But it's very. But he knows, or like this individual knows that no one is coming or going out to search for him. You know, like gone with the wind for the rest of them. Like, even if the others escape, for the others, like, well, too bad.
So, not gonna die if can't refill his cap. It's gonna be well, but he might die because he's harmed. I don't know.
Potentially, I mean, well, there was two different questions, right? So, well, not any more questions, but one question was about to escape. I don't think he can escape from the spell.
Oh no, sorry. The question was, how long have you got until your cap dries out?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That is...
It's also a very cold night that's been running
4
around.
days.
4 days.
4 days.
Do we just leave them here for 4 days?
Or
Block off an entire safe house.
yeah, or because we have the information, we just kill them now.
I mean, it's probably the smartest idea. I mean, get down. I'm sorry, but you know where our safe house is now, so... Okay. Look at the others. How are we doing this? I'm happy to draw a veil over it and just cut to us walking out. I think we're all trained hunters. I think this is efficient and quick, and yeah, not a not a problem.
You've been trying to do this in a ethical way.
Yeah.
No cruelty. No red cap cruelty.
No.
No
you know,
red caps were harmed
Just
in
cruel
the film.
questions.
just cruel questions.
No actual.
Yeah.
As the situation is sorted out, you are faced with the decision of what to go next. Outside or to the catacombs. It's up to you. You can also try to teleport with using magic.
Risky.
That's big magic.
I mean, we're not far from the chapel. I think we might need to get a message back to base just to let them know this is what's happening. I mean, what's the plan? Like, do we try and basically? I'm wondering, can we do a very similar thing to what we've just done and try and seal these creatures in the chapel just so they're contained for a while?
That's a good idea. Why don't we do that?
We can try sort of look into Midge. Do you think you can? I mean, I know some
a whole
of that.
chapel and several or however many looks at the dead body of the thing. It's like we should have asked how many there were, but
that would have been that might have been useful.
An indeterminate number of red caps. That's
with
big
knives.
magic.
Yeah, I definitely think we should let the inspector know what we've discovered. Maybe we can get some more hunters. That's going to take a bit of time. Do we try and send a message and then go to the chapel? Or?
I think the fact that two of them got away probably means that they'll either come out more in force, or they'll hunker down, or they might even move.
That's a good point, actually.
If they move, we'll never find them.
Okay.
A way of sending a message that that doesn't require us to go.
I think I can try sending messages across the town. Again, there's magic, or we could send a runner, which is send a telegram, or we just go to a police station and say we have a message for the inspector and go through.
Let's simplify this. There is communication means in the security house. It would make sense.
Yeah, I think it's enough.
You just remember, by the way.
Oh yeah, look, I've got this sending stone that's not actually a sending stone. It's a seashell.
It's a phone.
It's an early form of phones that we've all got.
There is a fireplace, and that fireplace. So basically, there is also patches and paper and pencils. You fire the fireplace, you burn the message, and the fireplace at the heart receives the message. What are you gonna tell?
I think it simply sort of states because this is a secure way of communicating. We're not really using the code. There's like it starts with the code for us, just enough to be like, right, we're this group. Have discovered the cause of Carol Singer disappearance is red caps. Have interrogated one and discovered Camden Chapel is their nest. We are proceeding there. Backup would be appreciated. Report later. Just something like that, just enough to be to the point. And
message is gone. No reply comes back, but yeah,
it's in the system. Have we got, again, we haven't really got supplies here. I mean, Midge has got knives. I've got a knife. Xander, do you need to pick up a weapon or something?
Oh, no. I do have a knife on me. I just didn't want to use it.
That's a good point. I just used magic. Okay, I think if we're ready, should we go and save Christmas, I guess?
Yeah. I also apparently have a revolver on me.
Oh.
Where'd that come from?
Son of a gun.
You
And a grenade launcher?
What?
wow.
I think I'm
Where
in the
did
wrong
that
era.
come from?
That's gonna be Molotov bombs
Yeah.
if you want. The you make your way out of the zoo. London is covered in mist, the normal one. It's probably past midnight, potentially 1:30, potentially 2 a.m. Very quiet. You can hear some insects in this green area. You're gonna make your way. So what is it? Sorry, you're gonna make your way back to Camden. You find yourselves in front of Camden's chapel. Doors are closed. What you gonna do?
Are we sneaking in? I mean, if it turns out that they have moved, we also have to be aware we will be breaking into a church, which doesn't look good for any of us.
Do we think... You go, Midge?
No, I was gonna say, do we have to go in? Why don't we just burn it down? Do we have to go in? Why don't we just burn it down?
I think the plan is to seal it, isn't it?
Well, that's gonna take a lot of time.
True, it's going to take less. It's going to take more time than burning a church in central London down.
It starts the Great Fire of London again.
In this world, the second Great
And
Fire.
that's how the second fire started.
Should we should we maybe we could actually draw could we draw them out by singing?
Yes. And then what?
Idea.
Okay, go on.
What if we created a circle with the sigils around it and stand in it, and then when they enter into it, they'll get stuck in it. Then we can burn them. Sorry?
Circles don't work.
That's not how. Once we're in, we're in. I mean, we could trap them in the circle and then burn them from there.
That's what I mean. Well, I mean, okay, so maybe we don't have to stand in the circle. Well, what if we're on the other side of it and they come towards us and then they get stuck in it? A trap.
But that's gonna take a lot of time.
And you don't know how many are there.
That's true. Let's see if what we got. We got when it comes to rolls. Can I read a bad situation? Because this just seems like a bad situation.
It is a bad situation.
And he's like, "You got it. Well done. You worked out things are a bit bad here." 6, so 10.
Great. So you have 3 questions.
I mean, you may call this a waste, but it's worth checking. Is there signs that there are red caps currently in the building?
I wouldn't say they are. If you don't know, but you suspect that there will not be. That if you open the door, they're gonna be there.
Right. So if we open the door, bad news. Yeah. I'm also happy to throw it out to the others because I think we're sort of doing this as a group. Okay. What else? The mischievous part of me is like, how much trouble would we get in if we burned down a church? Answer, quite a bit.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
That's a good one.
Part of me also really wants to ask what's the biggest threat, but I get the feeling that's going to be us.
Well,
Threat? Probably
Yes,
the number of red caps. I don't know.
Probably.
There is usually a leader for the if they go in groups, there's usually a leader.
Hmm.
So that would be the biggest threat.
So do we just want to burn this chapel down that never got burnt down in history?
Hey, we don't know anything about history. We're living in the moment.
This is true.
look, we've already got a non-existent orphanage and then a non-existent chapel. This is an alternate universe.
No Die Park.
As you wait, you hear a little singing coming from somewhere inside.
Right.
Because just let me remind you that you haven't found the victims.
That's a very
I
good.
just assumed
But
they
you
were
can
dead.
always
burn
burn.
it down.
Done. I think with that, hearing that, does that sound like it's coming from like basically a room that has windows?
Yes.
Are the windows sort of enough on the ground? Can we peer in through the stained glass?
No, those
It's
are
up.
stained glasses. Yes, no.
Just,
I
off
sort
the
of,
table. Lola doesn't want to smash stained glass windows. Midge doesn't give a shit. But
would you feel better if we stashed just a normal window?
Should I just poke my head in?
What, into the
just
church?
in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Xander snakes.
I am the professional.
Door is not barred. It's closed, but you can just push in. It's a little bit quick. You push in. It seems like somebody is like that. It seems like people is at mass. There is something that looks like someone directing this, and you can hear it's some sort of singing, but it's more like a incantation or conjurations at this point. You see several Londoners there, and on the sides you see couple dozens of red caps.
Maybe they're using them to cast spells.
Okay. I mean, the temptation to smash the stained glass window is still there.
Maybe once we've dealt with it, you can do it.
As the incantations continue, you can see how one portal starts forming.
So crouched down next to you is like, I think we just need to stop the magic.
Yes, let's do that. Counterspell. Let's go.
Look to Midge. You
At
okay
this
to...
point, we're just
Yeah, Midge, we're going loud.
Or is there not any way to like use magic to disrupt this spell, incantational spell?
That we can give it a go.
Just as a
Well, we are all magical now, so the power of 3 will set us free.
You know it.
maybe. It's just a lot of red caps.
Yeah.
I'm still in the mind of setting the building on fire.
I mean, he's got Molotov cocktails.
Okay, can we banish this portal before it's
you
fully
can
taken
try.
place? Okay.
How you gonna do it from here?
I can see it beginning to take shape. As long as I can see it.
Absolutely.
We've done that whole cartoon thing where we've all popped our heads out behind the door in our high order.
I don't know. I'll try.
The portal is there.
It's
on.
I
Also, home.
was going to say just before, what can we
Is it a
see
portal
through
you
the?
recognize?
Yeah, can we see through the portal? Does it look like? Does it look like it's either the lovely world or is it
No,
hell?
it's just an obscure sort of-
Wibbly wobbly. Yeah.
Remember, the other red cap said it was only a portal that goes one way, so they're trying to summon something.
Yeah. Good point.
I rolled a 9 plus 3, so 12.
or magic.
Yes, for using magic to banish this portal that is trying to basically to disrupt / end the spell being performed or whatever.
This is a very powerful ritual.
I'm not saying it's going to work forever. It's just
Try-
going to delay things.
As you try to interfere with it, almost like like old TVs where like some static came into it. It gives you the impression immediately that nothing is gonna come through because it's incomplete. How long can you keep it like that? Who knows? But it's in that moment where it's evident that somebody's there. Red caps turns towards you, and the figure that was directing the mass is sort of starts walking, not walking, rushes towards you. You hear everyone that is conscious, only the bad guys right now, screeches and run towards you like,
I believe we're going to do this. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. I think I've gone full exorcist. I'm walking and I'm like, get me behind me. Just, I said, like, Plorn has gone to, like, the music hall and has seen, like, comedy skits about priests. And he's just like, I'm doing that. I'm shouting about Jesus and I'm waving my hands again.
this sort of bigger creature is sort of halfway between like the altar and you. At this point you can see it's more of a demonish figure rather than a red cap or anything similar to Rex, leaning towards more infernal stuff than that. Red caps are almost upon you. You start shouting whatever incantations you do.
I think like the incense it lights up as well. I'm just casting off sparks. Candles are lighting. I'm like, oh my god.
And it works. You see how only the red caps stop. And almost like if like dogs or any other animals, when you use the whistle that is only for that sort of ears, they fall to the ground, they cover the ears, they start getting they jump towards you, but not to hurt you, but to escape. They start scattering on the streets.
Right.
No be seen again. However,
This big one.
this big bad boy in front of you pushes the door. You behind them are pushed back. You are on the floor. You are going to... Okay, let me see who one of you two. Xander. Ooh. Well.
Oh,
so
you're
depends.
already.
Uh-oh.
There is a big sort of... It looks like a flare. And it's just gonna swing at you. Do you have any armor?
I have 2 armor, heavy, apparently.
Why weren't we taking that out?
I
In the previous one?
suppose you got stabbed in the hand. So-
And I was looking at my gear.
Yes, you take 1 ham.
I'm unstable again.
And
Howie.
off you go. everyone is on the floor. Xander, I would say, is actually being hauled or pinned down by this demon. Midge, Plorn, couple of mirrors back on the floor looking at this.
Get out my gun and shoot it.
Shoot it.
Shoot it.
Shoot it. Well, one of them was cocked, but one of them's also a 1. Ay, ay, ay.
What?
And that's a 6. I don't think I have. Wait.
Tough.
What do I add?
It is tough.
Okay, I have a +2 to tough. So that is actually so it's 8.
8. Great. How much harm?
It's 2 harm.
The bullet just it hits, but it has like an armor, like a natural armor, like out of that thick skin. The bullet doesn't penetrate. Plorn.
You say the carolers are here, but are they unconscious?
Seems like, yeah, or like dominated.
All right, so they're still under the control of this thing. Because otherwise I'd be like, come along, we need to sing.
You can try.
Bless him. I think he's gonna keep it. He's just gonna be try and sing again and just hope for the best. And then yeah, that's just God. Hey, I'm a powerful magic user. Here's a song.
You can weave magic.
Are you
with
a
song.
bard? Were you a bard?
I was involved in magic. Yeah, I think there's a little bit of music in there. as
Glamour
well.
bard.
Yeah, yeah.
Go on.
Should we say what should we say? Act under pressure.
I feel like he's used magic.
Let's just see it. Yes, it's use magic. That's fair.
Yes.
6.
6.
So that's 1 experience.
That is one experience as you start singing. I'm gonna carry that over. Nothing bad.
I think it's fair. So there's no reaction to it. I'm just like, I guess I'm singing. Still wave my hands around here.
Xander.
You say it's got hold of me currently?
Yes.
Yeah. Am I up in the
Yes.
air or is it just holding me on the ground?
On the floor, on the
All
ground.
right. Right. Well, I mean, we did say we wanted to set the place on fire. Burn, baby, burn, Victorian Inferno, as I smash a Molotov cocktail, which is my grenade launcher, over its head to try and set it on fire.
Good. How much harm is that?
It's 4 harm.
Oh well, yeah. Kick some ass. First.
Kick some ass. I will attempt to kick that ass. That's a 13. Or 6-5 +2.
Wow.
So that is gonna. What extra effect do you want? So you want more harm, or do you want to put yourself like in a better position? You want to get.
I want to get away from him as he's burning.
Perfect. As you okay, I can see also some of your advancements. So you have more armor and stuff like that. Great, I love it. Okay, great. So you throw your Molotov directly to the face. That impact and then the burning. You see that at some point this creature might not be impressed, but at least give you that moment to roll away, stand up. You are exactly where you need to be
Yeah.
for your next move. How much harm was it then?
4 harm in total.
4. Okay, let me.
Yeah. It says 4 harm, far area, messy, loud, reload.
And great, cool. It's on fire, so there's gonna be more damage in the next turn. Cool. His turn or their turn or its turn. Demon's turn. Let's make it a she. Her turn. She is gonna play. Oh, actually, she is going to scream to give you all a -1 on the next whatever.
Rude.
It's like
Oh no.
using sound or like a speech. Probably he's speaking in demonic, saying, "I hope you have to do the taxes twice this year." Over to you, Mitch.
No, not taxes.
I've not been paying my taxes. Is that a problem?
Mitch, over to you.
Yeah. So, am I still having to do something about this portal, or now that they've all stopped doing what they were doing,
It's not like you need to keep concentrating on this.
Okay, cool. So, I get the sense that my gun didn't work very well. Yeah. I really don't have anything that does that much damage. Well, I guess harm ignores armor. But magic, sorry. Or I could just try banishing this.
You can try.
Yeah, I could try. I guess I'm going to use magic to try.
To jump to my turn, can I do the help here? That if I pick up, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I stop and I'm like, right, okay. So that's 5,
Basic
6,
inspiration.
kind of, yes. Yeah. I think
I'm like trapping or banishing? Killing or banishing?
banishing. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, and cool 9. So I think that means you do get a +1.
You get, yes.
God, I hope they're all well. Okay, that is a 9 on the dice plus 3, so that
Nice.
is 12 plus 1, so it is 13.
Lucky 13.
Perfect.
Well, unlucky for that.
Well,
Maybe.
I'm gonna say it's something in the middle between trap and banish. As you can see, this creature sort of trying to be dragged to their plane of existence. Another sigil appears, and a bit of them are like being dragged back there. As Plorn is concentrating and giving like magic energy to Minch, Plorn puts himself in danger, and this demon sort of grabs the ground, but also grabs onto Plorn. Take 1 damage as this creature puts like 1 claw on you.
my soft little tummy.
Could I do the protect someone?
Oh,
You tell me.
So protect someone. When you prevent harm to another creature, to another character, roll plus tough. On a 7+, you protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get. On a 10+, choose an extra, and then I've got a list of other things I can choose from. So can I try and push Plorn out of the way?
Yes.
That's a 9.
okay.
Is it still with the -1 from the screen?
I was about to say, so
yes,
I didn't
It was a
account that
12.
for.
It was with the -1, it would have been a 12.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. So that would be an 8 for me then.
Okay, so you do tell me what's happening.
So because I rolled above a 7, I'll protect Plorn okay, but I'll either suffer some or all of the harm that Plorn would have got.
Good. So
And I'll push Plorn out of the way.
so you push Ron, the claw gets you. You take that 1 harm.
Ow.
And sort of the demon still's burning, so takes more damage. It's she has seen the writing on the wall. So she wants just to go out with fireworks.
A literal bang.
Yes. She's gonna try to. She lets go of the claw that is holding onto the ground, grabs the flare, and as a last movement, as you can see how she's now 90% inside from into the portal, but you see the flare coming through it, hits you, Xander, for 3 harm.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah.
You have armor, remember?
Oh, so I had -2 from that. Okay, so that's 1 harm.
I think that's when you get knocked down. You go, huh, I'm dead.
As this thing runs to me and explodes, could I have been running towards her, jump up and drop kick her through the pool?
And then you get hit by the flare.
And then I get hit by the
I feel
flare.
like the kick comes first, and you have your smile, but then the flare just hits you.
I should do that. Is that kick some ass?
Yes, please.
I shall attempt to kick ass. That is 13.
I was going to say, if you whiff this, you just go straight through the portal.
Just go, whoop, home! No, burning hell!
But the flare hits you, and you fall unconscious. And it's not until a couple of days after that you come back to consciousness. Fully healed. In not such a comfortable bed, but it's familiar. It's one of the infirmaries in the at the heart and your headquarters. There is a new face next to you. She's holding a couple of potatoes. Oh, it's good that you are back with us. That was a close one. She's gonna brief you in what actually happened. After you fell unconscious, all the missing people, when they found themselves like, where are we? They didn't remember anything that was happening. As they also went conscious, the portal disappeared. No more things coming towards it. That strange thing that Plorn did actually didn't work. What worked was the sergeant putting something in place. So they started the incantations, and the incantations start throwing or keeping the red caps at bay from the city. It took a couple of days to complete the ritual, but at least the fact that you messaged them bought you some time so they could start. They still investigating what happened with this demon, sect, whatever. They investigated more the chapel. They found weird stuff going on. Strangely, they did not find out any corpse. So the source of the blood for the red cap still unknown. But there is some hints that points toward other accomplices. Jack still outside. We don't know what could happen. You were received really well back, because that was a big one. David, it's fine now. And the city, for the foreseeable Christmas Eve, and Boxing Day is safe. Well done, hunters. You made it through the day. Before we finish, anything that Plorn or Midge would be doing before Xander came back to life?
I have my first time Christmas shopping. It's very loud and I with the little bit of money I have, I do try and buy Christmas gifts for my friends. Where I was like, okay, scotch for the inspector because I know he likes that. Midge, I bought gingerbread because I was like, oh yeah, there's the shop, sweet stuff, just enough to be I know you like snacking, so I think that's good. And Xander, I brought a new coat because we left the coat with the red cap and that got absolutely covered. So, and when we finally have this conversation, I was like, yeah, I talked to a theatre music hall. There's a strongman there who's about your size, so I was able to buy one of their coats. So you're now finally wearing a coat that maybe even is a little bit too baggy on you. But it's warm and yeah. Having done that, I'm having given these gifts to everyone and just gone, yes, great. And just gone, I'm going back to my books. That's fine. I'm going to learn. I'm going to just read up more on the folklore of this world. But also, in particular, portals. Because
you will actually find that there is several folklores that you will say, oh, this world got inspired by my world.
This is yeah.
Midge, what would you do between now and Christmas?
Midge is probably gonna go to every kind of market, like Christmas market, or the exhibition type ones, and is going to eat a lot. He's gonna get the gingerbread and not think anything of it until perhaps maybe they got told by somebody that they probably should have given you something back. So at some point, at some point you find I don't know, a wrapped up pie on your pillow for you to bed.
Nice.
Mitch is very food motivated.
Yeah, just slightly gravy on my pillow, and I'm like, oh thanks. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you
it's
very
wrapped
much.
Up.
Yeah.
we're gonna leave it there with Xander waking up, and next to you there is a plate with a pie and a gift, and it just reads from Midge, from Plorn, and that is everything, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We have been Roll Together RPG. If you like what we see, we do D&D content on Mondays from 6 p.m. UK time on our Twitch channel. We also do other streams throughout the week. Join our Discord and follow us on social media to find out what we're doing, when we're doing, and how we're doing it. Massive thank you to Ali for running today's game. I'm pointing upwards because Ali is directly above me on my Zoom call currently. And thank you to Lola and Tom for playing in the game with me as well. It was fantastic to play with everybody. Thank you very much. Massive thank you to our sponsors and supporters, and to the D20 Club Dice Heads and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of your local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to the Roll Together HQ because the kobolds need them goats, by following all of the links down below.
We established much
for the dinosaurs, for No Die Park, which is probably set in the same universe as this London that we've just been in. Anyway, we're going to go. Thank you very much, everybody.